he was looking like he was suspecting something because he came in and stood at the top steps, like waiting for somebody to say something to him. But she ain't say nothing to him. She let him come in there and work and, jazz up his little knickknacks. And he left. Then, she was telling other people after he left about the bag. But I heard, I just heard her mentioning it to the other people how she felt, but she never came out and said to me about this is what's going on. Like I said, but she still had the bag, the whole garbage bag, in the closet. She didn't throw nothing away.
Really?
And she didn't give us that. Now, the statement that I had made, why I knew that something was up with the bags, is the same statement I heard her say today, but I just heard her say that. I didn't say nothing else. And it was that if the bags was his nephew's, how you going to give majority of the bags away free?
Mm-hmm.
Because, he only made $90, and if he would have kept the bags, he probably would have made another $90.
Mm-hmm.
So then that's what she was saying. She thought that was suspicious because how he going to give away all the other bags if you selling the bags for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what she was telling somebody, why she wasn't messing with the bags no more.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's all she said. But she ain't say nothing to the dude, and she ain't give the dude the bag or the bags back either.
No, she didn't.
He could have took the rest of them bags, went out there and sold them.
Mm-hmm. So you saying that she still had bags at the church?
Yeah, I told you because after we got our bags, he said he'd get these bags. It was a big garbage bag. He said, give these bags to the people in the church. So he took the garbage bag and put it. I didn't know what she did with the bag, but today I saw the big bag in the closet when I went to get some food out of the closet. So I said, and then like I said, wow, well, James was here yesterday and you ain't giving him a bag and you ain't say nothing to him. But that's like nonsense or whatever she going on is something Leslie told her. Because call her doing something today, Pastor. Leslie gonna come inside the church and say to Pastor, it's a shame how Leslie number 2 out there talking to the people on the line. And that's what Leslie said to Pastor, right? Now Leslie number 2 is the only person outside in that cold dealing with them people giving out the numbers. So when Leslie number 2 come in at the end of the day, Pastor gonna say, Leslie, the people came in and told me how you was talking nasty to them, and I looked at her like, wow, you gonna stand there and bare-faced lie? You know ain't no people came in here and told you nothing. Ain't nobody told you that mess but Leslie. And you gonna come back, you gonna say that to that man, and you know you telling the story.
Wow.
I was like, no, I'm sick of this. All day, all morning. I was like, I'm done with this. I'm tired of this. So, Leslie told me that Robinson was saying to Pastor, this is not right. Kershaw, she take all the cakes and give them out to her people, and I don't have nothing to give to my people. That's it. On Sunday, I have to get the empty buckets and hide the cakes because Leslie be going ODing in on the cakes.
Okay.
The people where Leslie got her own bakery around the corner or something. So that's what Leslie told me she said. So it was, so I used to take the cakes out because Elder, she gets really vindictive with the people about the cake. She has the worst. She should not have that position that she has at the pantry. Because she, you can ask Evangelist Marshall. She really gets mean with the people. No, take this what I'm giving you. No, you can't have another one. I mean, she really gets stupid with the cake. And then, I be putting cakes inside, and so now I know my people, the people who I know, it's not even my people, it's the people on the line.
Mm-hmm.
You keep saying my people, I'm like, I don't know them people from a can of paint.
Mm-hmm.
They on the line, and they, want cake.
Mm-hmm.
Want the sweet stuff. So that's what she told Pastor. So I was putting some, I used to take the cakes and put them, if she can get to them close. So I made her work today.
Mm-hmm.
I left all the stuff in the refrigerator. I didn't move. I kept saying, I wish he had some big cakes because you would really work today, baby. I kept calling her baby. I said, oh, you want this, baby? You going to get it, baby. Then she stayed away from me. I'm like, yeah, you want to do that old sneaky mess? I'm like, you keep sneaky talking to Leslie. You see Leslie keep coming back telling me what you said, stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And then Leslie said, oh, you really was mad at Pastor. Elder today, but that's what the elders acting like forward. You always want to go get points with Pastor against me. I'm like, you gonna make me do a stay home on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday? You gonna be doing this stuff by yourself?
Wow, people too much.
So then Mr. Pastor Kennedy came yesterday. Okay, so Pastor Kennedy, her daughter-in-law, and her son.
Mm-hmm.
Now y'all come at 4:00 when the truck comes. We've been sitting here since 8:30, doing work. Mm-hmm. So now you want to come in here and you want to just start, I need the sun. I need some bacon. So anybody pile that he see past the bacon, he's just going in on people's piles. I'm like, excuse me, bro. But
who that, the son?
This is yesterday.
Okay.
This is the Pastor Kennedy son. Mm-hmm. Because she rolled with her son and daughter-in-law, the big lady, the big girl.
Okay.
So they come in and see all the good food because the boxes, right? But so, you see ham, you see, ribs, you see all this stuff. But I kept trying to explain to him, if you see, the boxes is over there where Pastor is. So if you see food and chairs and table over here, that means somebody brought it from over there to over here, and it belongs to someone. Mm-hmm. And we had to keep, when they was there, we had to keep turning around watching our stuff. Mm. And I kept saying, bro, you got to go over there. Come from over there where my stuff is at. And then at one point, Pastor Kennedy, she kept, putting her stuff in the chair next to mine. I kindly took that chair and put it on the other side of that table with Julie and them sit at.
Okay.
I said, no, you're going to move. You're not going to put your stuff in your mind because you ain't going to be picking up my stuff. But I know I got some good stuff. Mm-hmm. So I got packed up a scrummy, 2 big thing of ribs that you cook in a bag. Mm-hmm. So it took me 2 days to get my stuff home. I wasn't even going to go today, but I had my pool card still there full with stuff. Mm-hmm. So, that's the level she got on my nerves today. I guess the bank is closed. Mm-hmm. And she bought herself a sandwich and a new boy that's doing community service, and that was it.
She bought a new person that ain't got nothing to do with the church. Okay.
Yeah, young boy. He ain't washed those clothes yet because he smelled, I don't know, it's an old smell. I don't get it. And then he live across the street. This is what I don't get with the young boy. He live across the street, right? And his mother asked Bishop, because the boy do the community service at the church. Mm-hmm. So Bishop got the boy in. The boy won't even take his mother's bag. Mm. Because I kept going, come on, you inside. You can pick what you want to take to your mother. Mm-hmm. So last week I had to force him to take the collard greens and the candy in. So he don't like this. Well, did my mother ask for this? Boy, I don't know your mother from a can of paint. Mm-hmm. But I know any mother who would want this. Mm-hmm. So he took it. So the day after, I said, did your mother like the bag? He said, oh, yeah, she liked the bag. So I tried to put her some, because from the boxes, I told Pastor before, I said, come on. When the DJs, he would give us the big bag of potatoes, lettuce, grapes and stuff, the people be, taking so much and it don't be enough for the people the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So I was saying to Pastor, let's just give the people that's in the workers, if it's like 5 boxes, 6 boxes, we give the people every other box. We don't let them go into every box. Okay, this box we let you go in. The next box we put that in the refrigerator for the people tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So when she did that yesterday, we had a lot of stuff to give the people today. I was making people bags of salads with the lettuce, the tomatoes, some peppers, some red onions. I was making a nice little, shopping bags for the people.
Mm-hmm.
And since I did something, turned around and came back, and Leslie I don't know what Leslie was on today, but she was just scooping up everything. I was putting stuff aside for people. I had to catch her because she done ran back and grabbed it and was giving it to somebody. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, slow down. Sit down. Why do you keep right behind me picking up what I'm putting down? Mm-hmm. Because I had to leave. Pat was like, oh, thank you for coming. I was like, right, I ain't coming Sunday. Mother Anderson gonna hand me a half a bag of white potatoes. I said, I ain't making no potato salad. She said, Bishop loves that potato salad. Well, you better learn how to cook it.
Mm-hmm.
She said, is the hot water on? She said, could you make me a cup of tea? I said, okay, I'm gonna put the hot water on. Mm-hmm. And then before I get to make it, you're going to say, well, I can go make it. I said, well, if you could go make the tea, then you could have went and put the water on. Oh, man, stop playing now. I ain't in no playing mood today.
Yeah, right, exactly.
I ain't in no playing mood today. So every time I saw her, she was peeking up, looking up her glasses at me. I was turning my head. You don't get your head took off. So the Jamaican lady from the church, she comes in late again. Mm-hmm. And so Robinson gives, so Pastor's going to give, the chicken, I'll give her the salad stuff. So here Robinson going, here, take this bag. I got her bag. I just walked away. So now here the lady standing there, she taking out the ham. She taking out that bag of beef stew that looked like doo-doo. I don't know why the city put that in bags and give it to people because it looked like doo-doo in that silver bag. Mm-hmm. So the lady standing there taking all that stuff out the bag. So then the lady coming to me, come on, what you got to give me? Because I don't want this mess she giving me. so then I hear Robert say, okay. I just ignored her. I was like, you don't want it, miss. What really broke the camel's back with me and her this morning, but I just let it went. But I was still, had it in my mind. Mm-hmm. So she came in, Robinson, and I went past her bag, and I smelled some fish. I thought it was tuna fish. Mm-hmm. So I come next to her, I said, Elder, you got some, I hope you sitting down, sis.
Yeah, I am.
And Elder Alberta Robinson said this. Mm-hmm. I said, Elder, you got some tuna fish in your bag? Mm-hmm. Hold on to something, sis.
Okay.
She said, what is you, a hound dog?
Wow. What's wrong with everybody getting on you, sis?
Huh?
I said, why everybody bothering you?
I guess they want me to start slapping their asses.
Wow.
And I'm glad you said that because the killer lady gonna send me one of them stupid emojis, them GIF things, of somebody with their mouth all open and their teeth need to be redone years ago.
Whoa, really?
I texted her back and said, I don't play dentist jokes.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
I texted her, I said, I don't play dentist jokes. So I'm waiting for a response after that. Because yesterday, Leslie, but I knew Leslie was lying. She grabbing up all these cakes and stuff to put it in the bag for the tailors. Oh, I gotta get this for the tailors. This is for the tailors. But I'm like, well, yo, Leslie, but you going in something that I had prepared. Go in the refrigerator and get it from somewhere else. But I knew she wasn't getting that for no tailors. She was getting it to sell.
Mm-hmm.
And also now you saw in love with the tailors. But the tailors is the one who be telling Leslie, oh, I don't want that Holy Ghost. If that's the Holy Ghost, I don't want it. But like I was trying to explain to the lady, you know, the Holy Ghost, you know, people still have their personalities and their way of doing things.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't say because they got the Holy Ghost is making them act that way and do things that way.
Yeah, that is true, sis.
You can't put that on the Holy Ghost.
Mm-mm.
Or they got the Holy Ghost, you know, they act. No, they not acting that way because they got the Holy Ghost, stupid.
Mm-hmm.
They got the Holy Ghost because some flaws is missing up there in the brain.
Mm-hmm.
So they talking about this revival, right?
Mm.
And this time I messed me up with Mother Anderson, but I'm tired and sick of the people, me myself.
Mm-hmm.
So she went, oh, you come to the revival? Who has a revival? The church has a revival. I said, who got something to say?
Mm-hmm.
Who ain't want to revive?
Mm-hmm.
So she said, what are you talking about? I said, they set up here and let a faggot have a revival and preach to them, and they didn't have no words for nobody. They didn't have nothing to say.
Mm-hmm.
So why you got something to say now?
Mm-hmm.
And I told her, if I came to revival and heard the word demon, it's going to be on the popping with me and him.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want me to come to no revival because you ain't going to preach on me when you ain't have nothing to say to that man and that man backed you up in the corner.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, didn't you say something? Then you had said something after Poole had died that you had overheard Bishop say something about now he got to come and clean it up or something.
Now he gonna do what?
That he has to now come and clean it up or have another revival or something. Was that you that said that? They heard him say that. Somebody was talking to me and was telling me that this is after Poole had died. That they now gotta come. That Bishop Anderson said he was mad, and now he's saying that now he gotta have a revival behind him after all the stuff he done said, because now he gotta. In other words, he now gotta make himself look good because Poole done come into church and done said a lot of stuff because you know nobody from the church went really but me.
So who is gonna know what you're talking about?
Well, I don't know what he talking about. That's what he's saying. I guess that's what he meant. So that's what.
Mm-hmm. You know what he's talking about because you ain't gonna want to say, you know, okay, when he fabricate whatever, you sitting there, you know what Poole said.
Mm-hmm.
So now when Bishop come and try to switch it around, or what's that word Poole used on Bishop when he tried to turn around his statement in the Bible study from the office? Patronize me.
Patronize.
Now when you're going to try to patronize the man's statement because the man ain't here.
Mm-hmm.
So who's going to say, Bishop, that ain't what he said. Mm. That's not what he meant. So I think every rival, I don't know where you're going with it.
Yeah, that's not making. And I'm going to tell you something. What the Lord put in my spirit, I'm not going to say nothing because if that's what the Lord want done, then he gonna put it. Somebody else gonna say, even if it's somebody coming from another church. The Lord wants the church to go on a shut-in first before they have this revival. He wants them to get prayed up, and in other words, I don't know. It's more like a forgiving type of prayer. Like he wants them to go into a shut-in. And like his scripture said, if my people, which are called by my name, will humble themselves. That type of prayer. Because the revival is not going to reflect nothing. In other words, nothing is going to come out of the revival because of the reason they're going into it. So he wants them to consecrate themselves first before they before him. So that means...
because first they have to go before him and do something.
You got it.
Like go ask forgiveness or apologize.
Right, right.
For not being able to see or whatever, to get the forgiveness before you can come to the people. Because I'm thinking, you coming trying to make us think that we endured what we endured. And you wasn't the protector that you were supposed to be.
And also, I'm thinking that this revival is coming because remember, he left. Pastor was still there. So now this revival is supposed to come back to hit Pastor after what happened with Pooh. Now, you done had a revival. In other words, you done had a revival with this man. What did this man do? All the stuff he said. Now the man is dead because of this. Now all of this is out. Now I'm coming back and I'm going to hit you with all of this. Now I'm going to let you know that you was wrong. I'm going to let you know. I mean, it's not really a revival. It's supposed to revive the souls of the saints. You see, it's not, and then it's supposed to go in. It can even go into a tarry service where God will bring people in. But revival is to revive the souls of the saints. So now, what souls of the saints you reviving? We done been out of church. There's not a week of prayer going this week, so we done been out of church for 2 whole weeks per se. And you come to church Sunday. I didn't see no glorifying and no praising and no blessing going on in the service. We went over to Trinity. I didn't see nothing happening over there. So now...
Stop storing. Now, the Lord came in Trinity. And y'all had a good service.
Well, yes, I'm talking about in reference to them. You see what I'm saying? Now, yes, the Lord came in. That ain't because the people want to be dead and not praise him ain't going to stop him from being who he is. He came in the church and to let the people know that he was there. You see what I'm saying? And whoever was in the right place got touched. You see what I'm saying? Or felt it or whatever. But if you sitting there and you not being touched, it don't have nothing to do with God. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. You're reviving. What are you reviving? You're coming to a revival. The people gonna be just as dead as they are in the regular service.
That's what it's gonna be like.
So that's why I say the Lord. I mean, just like I say, he put it in my spirit, but I'm not going to say nothing. People ain't going to listen to me, but that is my job. Whatever the Lord say to me, that should be done because I'm edifying the church. I'm building his kingdom. So I'm supposed to have that privilege to be able to go to the bishop and the pastor and tell them what the Lord has told me. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to listen to me or they supposed to, but I'm in the same line of work as they is. They ordained me for this work. But
they don't believe in people that have shutters, please.
Huh?
I said, I don't believe in people that have no shutters. I tell you, I ran there that night. And good thing I caught the people. I thought they was getting out the car. So when I saw him walk around and get in the car, I started running and yelling, where y'all going? They said, we canceled it. And it was what? You, Michelle, Pastor, Bishop, Mother, and somebody else. It was almost 10 people there. I was like, wow. But sis, the evangelist Lord got the nerve to post on Facebook. But we didn't even tell him about the Fred Hamlet.
Oh, what's the name said that to me Sunday. Now, you see, he ain't come to me. He ain't say nothing to me. But, Cheryl said something to me Sunday. And she was like, Evangelist Laws, I think Evangelist Laws and the Taylor Man. No, the Taylor Man was there, so no, my mistake. He said Evangelist Laws felt some kind of way because we did not tell him about it. And there was somebody else she said They was.
Well, when I heard Pastor talking about it at the pear tree, talking about, he's a church member. You supposed to invite him. Well, I guess maybe this would mess me up. Now I'm talking about now. This would mess me up. I ain't getting sandwich today. I say, if we took him, that's like us taking Kathy. Of course, Mother Anderson bust out laughing. Mother Anderson was uncontrollable with her laugh. I'm not just taking him, not even like taking Kathy.
Oh my! So, Pastor.
I was like, whack him all the way up there. No, get out of here. You take him somewhere.
For real, right?
And I think that's what Robertson was tight about. That I was talking to Pastor and Mother Anderson about the I thought I was telling Mother Anderson, but Jennifer was on Facebook, and Jennifer saw it, and Mother Anderson, I saw you out there that night. I saw you. I thought you saw me at. And friend had it. I said on Facebook. I said, oh, I forgot. No, it was Jennifer.
Oh, okay.
She didn't even know Desiree was there. I said, Desiree was there. He said, oh, I didn't know. And then she said, who else was there so then down past me? She's sitting at her table. So she mad because I'm not talking to her. She got up from her table and came and stand over there by the white table just to listen. And that's when she started talking about the Vegas laws. I'm like, please. Vegas laws going on where with them?
Well, see, that's why I say things. I mean, I don't say this. This is what they say, that what goes around comes around. Now, I'm sure Cheryl. I'm not sure. I'm presuming that Cheryl didn't do that intentionally, leaving that man out or whatever. She wasn't even thinking. But
maybe you're gonna feel that you don't feel he's important.
Yeah, that's what I said. You know what I'm saying?
You for the last month or two, you running talking about you sick. You got an operation. You popped in one Sunday, popped out the next. What you want? What you gonna run to 42nd Street at night?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because she had said that to me Sunday. She was like, yeah, he felt some kind of way. I said, but he have his little things and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
There's no souvenirs from his trips he went on.
And then, you know what? That's why I was saying what goes around comes around. He specifically said that, and the reason why I'm holding on to this because it affected my husband. So he specifically said that he was going to make some kind of way or something.
Now that you say that, I'm glad nobody said nothing to him.
Yeah, see, that's what I say. Huh?
No, he tight. Let me tell you right now where he tight at. He tight because Brother Taylor didn't tell him. He ain't tight because we ain't tell him. He tight because Brother Taylor didn't tell him.
Yeah.
So like I said to the people, that wasn't my baby, that was Cheryl baby.
Yeah, that's right. It wasn't for Brother Taylor to tell it.
So if Cheryl didn't put you down, then who's me to put you down? You ain't paying my way, nigga. I can't even get you by Pepsi soda.
Well, I'll be honest. I didn't even had any idea that all them people was going. When she said to me, when she went to invite me, she said, I'm planning on going to see Fred Hammond. It's going to be such and such and such. And, if you want to go, you can go. Would you like to go like that? So when she said the date, Michelle was standing there, and Michelle was like, oh, that's my birthday. I'll go. But she wasn't talking to Michelle at the moment. She was talking to me. But, so then she said, oh, all right. She said, well, oh, it's your birthday. Okay, so I got you. Like that to Michelle. So she told me how much the tickets was, et cetera, et cetera. I said, okay, all right. But I didn't know that anybody else was going. I'm thinking, this is what me and my crazy self, I'm thinking that it was going to be me, her, Michelle. I think I overheard something about you. So I that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's going to be us. So now what broke the chain was that when we had some service, I think whatever service it was that Pastor Freeman people came. She said it probably was a New Year's service. She said, oh, so this is Macmillan talking to me. She said, oh, so you going with Cheryl So I'm looking at her like she crazy. Like, going with Cheryl where? So I look at her, I said, where I'm going with Cheryl? She said, to the little get together with the Fred Ham. I said, oh. She said, yeah, I'm supposed to be going too. Yeah, we going like that. I said, oh, okay. All right. So that's when I didn't know Marcus was going until we got there. Till I actually heard her say something about Marcus or something. So I said,
I was at the train station. Like I said, I was getting all these group texts.
mm-hmm.
And this group text came up with a number. And I was like, who's this number? So I called the number back, and it was her.
Mm-hmm.
And she was telling me that she had to go home and change her clothes. I'm like, but it's 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
She said, well, I'm going to get there kind of late. And at one point, I was talking, she said, praise the Lord. I said, who is this?
Mm-hmm.
And when she said, and I was like, oh my God, you're going too?
Who was that?
That was Macmillan. I knew Marcus was going, but I didn't know Macmillan and that other chick was going.
Yeah, and I didn't know that, right. I didn't know that Ruthie was going either until that day that we was there.
Wow. So when did she start interacting with Ruthie? I thought we only saw Ruthie when we went to Pastor Howard's service.
Child, sis, I'm telling you. I would say something behind that, but I ain't gonna say nothing yet about it. But yes, I didn't know she had any interaction with them people neither.
Oh, she ain't trying to bring Ruthie over to our side. Oh my goodness. I don't know what Ruthie doing in Trinity. Oh my God.
Yeah, well, that's her church. That's the church she came out of. So I don't know why she was.
Right. That's where she came out of.
Yeah, I didn't understand why she was in Bible way. Just running back and forth. I don't get it.
Child, Evangelist Smith was in the pantry yesterday.
You talking about Smith, down south Smith, something like that?
Yeah, down south.
Oh, wow. I see her in ages.
Yes, I had to take her head off in the pantry yesterday. She got on my nerves. She got the nerve to get sassy talking. She asked something. And I said, oh, that's Mother Anderson. Oh, what it was, she was just grabbing up everything. So she said, oh, who's that pretty cake over there? And I said, oh, that's Mother Anderson. She said, well, I know who I'm talking to because I know who corner that is. Huh? So I said, okay, Miss Thing. So a little while later, now you want to talk to Kershaw. You better leave Kershaw's name alone. Kershaw, is there any more sweet potato? I'll take a sweet potato pie or apple pie. So I knew it was 3 big sweet potato pies. I went around and I'm accusing lunch. I'm like, so you got all 3 sweet potato pies? She said, no, I gave all 3 to the Evangelist Smith. I was too done with her after that. So I had some cakes in my lap that I was taking for myself. So she walked up and said, I'll take that one. I can take this one too.
Oh, she took here. Oh, she took that too. Yeah, I'm here.
Somebody's child got killed or something. Somebody's child died. Is the funeral supposed to be Friday or something?
Somebody's child died?
Yeah. I gotta ask Pastor. Well, somebody's child died, and that's why she up here. And she taking all these cakes, came to the church and took all these cakes. That cake to the funeral or the widow. She passed. Whatever they call it. So I gotta call Pastor and ask him who is the person that died, because the funeral is Friday. And I know Pastor was talking about going.
Oh, that's news to me. I don't know. I didn't know. Pastor Glover ain't texting me about nothing.
That's somebody, I know there's no old person.
Maybe it's somebody that, maybe it's something to do with Evangelist Smith.
Yeah, because she came all the way up to Florida.
She did what?
I'm going to be up here until next Tuesday. I'm like, oh my God, she's going to be at the pantry next week, but I ain't going to. I'm going to tell pantry, Pastor, I need about 2 or 3 weeks off from the pantry, because that pantry getting on my nerves.
I hear that, so.
That pantry getting on my nerves.
Was Missionary Smallwood there? How's she doing?
Huh?
I said, was Missionary Smallwood there? How's she doing?
No, Missionary Smallwood wasn't there. She called on the phone after she finally got her phone how she figured out how to work with her phone. People calling her, she can't answer the phone, and she can't dial out. And I'm just listening, yeah, because you don't lay it on the phone and push it in the airplane no more. So, nobody, I mean, Bishop, he run into your godmother house, the Aunt BB house, and take all these big boxes of food. But you ain't, you went the Smallwood to call on the phone, you ain't went to Smallwood house? Wow. It's Tuesday, Bishop. So Smallwood finally called today. Everybody want to pass the phone around. But ain't nobody go to Smallwood house.
Yeah, I know they didn't. Same thing I was saying. They didn't think about that. I know Michelle said something about she was going to go to the doctor with her. I don't know whether she did, because she don't. Yeah, I don't know whether she did or not.
Yeah, because, you know, I know one thing, too. You know, for her parents, they sit up in that doctor's office for hours before they see them. And when they get in that office to see the doctor, they be so glad to get out there that they don't even really, you know, sit down and discuss their stuff with the doctor because they really want to get out. And the doctor just go by what he see in the chart from last time.
Yeah, that's true.
And at them hospitals, you know, you see a different, the interns, you see a different one.
That's the truth.
So if you don't have your primary doctor where he can look at you and say, wait a minute, Evelyn, you ain't look like this last week when you came in here. But since you got a different intern, he don't know what you look like last time when you came in here.
That's true.
That's one thing I couldn't stand when my mother used to do that clinic hospital thing. I said, because, you know, you can be looking worse and that man don't know what you look like because he ain't seen you last time you came in here.
That's true.
I'll tell you, our parents, I said, we really need to get on the board with our parents. They do not need to be going to them doctors by themselves.
I told Michelle that. I said, now you want to, well, I didn't say that to her, but now you want to be all into her now. You should have been into her.
Yeah, because I don't know what that Marie or whatever her name is, Mary or Marie, whatever her name is, what's she doing?
Yeah, Marie. No, I'm probably going to work and...
She don't look like she would comprehend nothing the doctor say anyway, her goofy looking self. That's a funny looking child. Oh my Lord. I mean, funny looking, scary looking.
Yep, I always thought that her and Regina were sisters. Michelle was like, no, they ain't. I said, well, they showing up look alike.
Wow. But it probably was the father's child.
Which father?
You know, because, you know, she had got the kids from... You know, Smallwood gave me a story about Marie, but, you know, you can't believe what Smallwood said.
Okay.
But, I thought it was the, Michelle and the James is a different family from Marie. I was saying, I thought maybe, Marie was the father, baby from another mother from Michelle, but no, that's a different people. But we don't know how far we got them kids.
Yeah. You're right about that. I think Bishop's the only one that know.
Because the way she say how she conceived Regina, I would never tell nobody that story.
Me neither.
She was young, got pregnant, and thought the dude mother was going to help her, and the dude mother threw her out, and she was in the street. I would never tell nobody that story.
Yep, and just how they did her, that's how she did Michelle.
I ain't with you.
Yeah, that's just why all that stuff that she did to Michelle, Bishop was talking to her. That's why I say Bishop's the only one that know where them kids come from. Because he the one who brought her, if I'm correct.
You know, I'm telling you, now that you say, I know how these housing employees, you know, take interest in these tenants. You know, they you know, I mean, you can be cool in the game, you know, or you can be otherwise, or you can be number running buddies, you know, these houses, because they see you every day, 24/7, you know, 365 days a year. So you know, you become to have a relationship with them. And And that, like you say, he would know her dirt better than any of us, because he been there.
Yeah. He been all there. Up in her house. All up in the house. That's why I said.
Every break time, he get 3 breaks a day, and he was in lunchtime.
Yep.
So he was up in her house.
And what makes it so crazy is that Mother Giles said that that's how he used to be with her, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Nobody didn't think nothing about him and her. But as soon as... No, I got it wrong. When he was coming to her house, people were saying stuff. That's what she was saying. People were saying stuff, right? Mother Anderson was whatever. But then when he got with the Smallwood lady, nobody had nothing to say. He bring the lady in the church. They become best of friends. Her and Mother Anderson become best of friends. I'm like, what kind of junk is that? That's what the world people do. They find they try to get close up to the wife, to the man that they like.
I'm telling you, when I came in there, they saw Mother Anderson. Well, I think Smallwood was the culprit. We're talking about, that lady looking at you. At one time, business had the nerve to get up there and start preaching on it. Yeah, they talking about the lady looking at me. Let the lady look at me. And at that point, I said, no, this don't make no sense.
Yep. I remember that.
In Sunday school, Mother Anderson used to sit on the second pew.
Mm-hmm.
Then she went and sat on the back so she could look at everything. I said, no, I ain't putting up with this. So I stopped coming for a while.
Yep, I believe you say, because I remember him saying that. And I would be like, just like I do now, what they got to do with the message?
Yeah.
Who is he talking about? What lady looking at you, Bishop? Pastor, he's passing him. I was like, what? But see, that was that foolishness, because me and Bishop used to talk a whole lot in the office, right? We ain't rapping. He wasn't trying to get with me, and I wasn't trying to get with him. I was talking to him about how, now check it out, how we can edify the church. And I believe I was just a sister at the time. And he said to me that the people don't want me talking to you. That's what opened up my eyes about the people, including Mother Anderson. And he said that they was telling him that I was influencing him to do stuff. And don't you know Bishop backed off from me? That's why his attitude changed towards me. And he started beating up on me. And seeing that's what makes it so hard to deal with him, because he's doing that to keep the people off his back. So he beat me up.
Yeah.
So to keep the people off his back, because if he catered to me, because just like he said, he loved it, Bishop, and he loved it, Mother Wilson. So how you gonna treat the grandchild wrong if you loved it them? So if he started talking with me, and I was helping him, and talking to him about iPads, and talking to him about computers, and talking to him about iPhones. Them people ain't know nothing about no iPhones and computers and stuff like that. But I'm talking to him, and he take it home to Mother Anderson, and he start talking about what he gonna bring in his home, and then it becomes a whole big thing. Then they start telling. That's when he said, they telling me that you're influencing. I like Bishop. Come on, let's be realistic. He started laughing. But that gave me it took me a while to get it, but now I got to understand it. That's the reason why he fight me on everything, because of how the people is. Yeah, so. Yeah, I believe it too. That's why I say, that's why the Lord wants everybody to come into church and go into a shut-in and pray. He tried to do that before. That's when he showed me the dream and told me to go to Bishop and tell Bishop he want everybody to come. But I was too scared. I wouldn't do it. So somebody else, the Lord gave the Bishop the message, and that's when I went to I went to him and told him what the Lord said. And he said to me, well, I don't think the Lord was talking about the church. I got that he was talking about the leaders. Okay, so if he was I told him that. I said, all right, Bishop, if that's what you feel the Lord is saying, if that's what the Lord is telling you, then that's what we do. Ain't a leader went in prayer yet.
Mm.
Yep, that's what he told me. So I told him, I said, well, if that's it, then then the leaders come to the church. You have to shut in with the leaders. But he ain't have nothing.
I can see him now trying to tell her that just him, her, elder, and you going in prayer. Right.
Yeah, she probably said no way, but
And then today, that's what I'm telling you today, they gonna come to the conclusion, they're not gonna do the prayer because Bishop is tired from doing all the driving. Now, the young boy, and I really think something is mentally wrong going on with Pastor. The young boy, doing the community service, since she had to run down Bishop's whole schedule of last week to the young boy. And I'm sitting up there going, really? You gotta tell it all?
Well,
I mean, she had to tell her that Mother Anderson's sister died, and they drove down. Then they came back home. Then they got the news that the brother died. Then they had to jump on the road. And, she telling the young boy all this stuff, sis.
Wow.
And then he had to go, and he drove to his son's house. And then his son drove back.
Who drove to what son's house?
Bishop drove to Jennifer's house.
Oh, okay.
And then Jennifer and them drove to the, down south. So she running all this down to the boy. And I'm going like, really? He really have to know all of this?
Right.
Sis. The part that she closing down don't affect the boy because she closing down prayer.
Yeah. That's what I caught too.
So, but now, I'm telling you now, I know Pastor type of a man. Now, this is a young boy. But this is her type. Yellow and nice looking.
What young boy is this?
This is a young boy that's doing the community service that lives across the street in that first building on the corner.
Okay. Wow.
Now, she'll come to the church on Monday. He's sitting there, I forgot to tell Nigel we're here. Tuesday. Now, this is this boy community service. If he don't look out the window and see the gate is open, that's his business.
Yeah, that's right. You're not supposed to do that.
Now, Tuesday, she calling him, Nigel, I'm here.
Oh, boy.
Now, he's supposed to be doing the work. He's sitting across the table from her, talking and playing the game on his phone. Now, on the first day he started, we sitting up there doing work. And he's sitting over there playing on his phone. Pastor sitting there watching TV.
Wow.
So Smallwood and Mother says, well, if nobody don't tell him what to do, he ain't gonna do nothing. I said, let me go to the store. I got this. Wait till I come back. So when I came back, I was like, okay, come on now. I call him Nod. Right? Pastor said, his name is Nigel. I said, we don't call our government names out in the hood like that. So I'm shortening it for Nod. And every time I say Nod, he goes, huh? Okay, because I know if they call you in the hood, they don't call you no Nigel in the hood. They call you Nod. So I said, no, Pastor, no, that's a hood thing because we don't call out our government name in the hood. So I guess she wanted to say, Kershaw, you ain't in the hood, but she just made this funky face. Come on, I'm trying to be all up with the boy. I can relate to the boy because I got a son his age. I raised a son his age, so me and him connect.
Yeah.
When I take my gloves for the cold and stuff, he's like, oh, can I hold your gloves? So me and him connect, but they jealous. That's all it is. They jealous. But like I say, the boy is her type. He to be honest with you, he can remind you of a young Poole. He got that big stupid afro on the top of his head. He's tall, skinny, and high yellow. He remind you, to be honest with you, sis, he could remind you of a Poole son.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. So you know what I'm talking about when she gave him money for lunch today. He said, well, here, go get you something to eat.
Wow.
And get some rest. This is a young boy. It's 10:30 in the morning. What you talking about, that boy get something, you can get some rest? What are you talking about, stupid? It's 10:30 in the morning. He only been here for 2. Okay, another another thing. He has to complete 60 hours. Right? He's doing 2 hours a day.
How many times a day?
I told the boys, I said, you need to map out your hours where, if you can do 6 hours 10 times or, 3 hours 15 times. I said, you really need to get a rhythm so you can see these hours chopping down. 2 hours here, 2 hours there. No, you need to do 5 hours. Maybe on a Monday, 5 hours, 4.5 hours, and she'll give you the other half. You across the street, a truck come on Friday. See if she can let you come out on Friday. But I said, I'm not pushing. After I saw how she was all into the boy today, I'm like, no, I ain't trying to play this. I said, I ain't trying to hear this with that. So, like I was saying, Bishop, he gonna run it over there to take the boxes to the people. He ain't went to no Smallwood house. He went to talk to Smallwood, had to call the church. Everybody called her. And Pastor, that's another reason why I left today too. She's sitting up there waiting for Pooh's cousin. Now the cousin lives in PA. And she comes here, she got Section 8 and she moved to PA. But her girlfriend comes. She got a girl. So she comes to the pantry every 2 weeks. So they fill her up and she go back to PA with the food.
Wow.
So Pastor mentioned today, so-and-so coming. I'm going to wait around for so-and-so. I said, I know I'm going now. I said, I'm walking. And I don't mind walking. Well, I ain't waiting for no bishop, and I ain't sitting around. So, the sister Marcy, something happened to her again. Oh, the mother, the Phillips. Oh, you told me the Phillips had a stroke, right? Yeah.
How is she?
I don't know.
They ain't say nothing about it?
No, Pastor ain't talk about it. Man, she was telling people the man, Mr. Otis, can help her out when she come with her bag. And Mr. Otis was like, I can go there and get her up, because I go there and crack some jokes, and I'll have her up and moving around. But Mr. Otis like that. He could do like that. But Ella told she liked him. That's what, she, I don't know. But, when she come there, me and Leslie can help her, put her stuff in her car. But she won't offer me and Leslie no money. But she would hurry up and give Otis money.
Who is the Phillips lady?
Ella Phillips.
Wow.
Yeah, Ella Phillips. I don't mess with Ella Phillips. I used to be, nicely kind-hearted to Ella Phillips, but she's a sourpuss like Pastor Howard. I had to back up off for her.
Okay.
When she come, I just praise the Lord. I barely even kiss her anymore. I don't mess with Ella Phillips too much. Yeah, I don't mess with Ella Phillips too much. And the last time she came to the pantry, the last Tuesday, and I was looking at her, I kept saying, what's wrong with her? But she didn't have no hair on. She just threw her hat on and just came on to the church. And I was like, oh, and I was like, wow, because her face was kind of skinny. I kept saying, what's wrong with her? But, your face do look skinny when you ain't got your hair on. So that's what it was. She didn't have her hair on. She just threw her hat on. And came running to the church. So that's what Pastor calling people. And, the truck is here, child. The church be packed with people.
Wow.
Her face with the people come and grab up what they can grab up. And they run out, and we got to stay there and put the stuff up and clean up and tear up the boxes and put the garbage together. I'm like, that don't make no sense. That's the way she run her Pathmark.
Pathmark.
That's the way she run her Pathmark.
Wow.
We're going to get talking about, they gave us $900 extra for the grant, and they told us we had to spend it before the 19th.
Wow.
So she went on the line and bought all this meat and stuff. I said, okay, said, what you do with that grant money? Because I ain't going to come here. I ain't coming.
Mm-hmm.
So you can talk about that grant money all you want to.
Wow, I'll tell you.
And I'll tell you something. Elder Robinson,
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know what's going on with her.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, of course, it's always the other person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with her. I don't know if her medication is not working or she's getting some more old timers. I don't know what's going on with her, but she at the pantry, sis.
Mm-hmm.
So when we like I'm gonna tell the truth, me and Leslie, when we sneaking extra stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
We thought we had, you know, one of us make sure Pastor ain't paying attention our way, and you know the other person get the food and put it away.
Mm-hmm.
We thought we only had to worry about Pastor. Elder Robinson is the one who's teaching, going back telling.
Wow.
And I called her yesterday. Then Leslie was over there, and I caught her peeking out the kitchen window, and I just spazzed on her. I spazzed on her.
Really?
I'm like, yo, all this peeking, you just nosy.
You said that?
That's what I did.
Well, she did back up real quick, huh?
Yeah, and then with Pastor too, Pastor was talking to Mother Anderson, and I'm in the kitchen. And I keep seeing her peeking towards the kitchen door to see when I'm coming. And I started saying, look, I can't take too much more of this peeking. I mean, every time I turn around, you peeking to see when I'm coming.
So what she doing? Talking about you or just talking about something and looking to see if you was coming?
Yeah, I don't know if she was talking about me, but she was talking about something. I must have wanted me to know who she was talking about.
Oh, okay.
So I just went close to them. I just put my headphones in my ear and started singing the music.
I tell you. See, that's why you need to...
I was singing some song about rain. Lord, to rain down. Let it send your rain. I guess some people saying, you sinner, you shouldn't be asking God to send no rain. I said, I was singing that song. This is louder from the depths of my soul. Lord, send the rain. Send the rain.
I hear that.
I came out the closet, they were looking at me saying, fool, you don't even know what you asking the Lord.
Yeah. Well, he know what you asking.
I want him to send some rain on y'all. I know.
Yeah.
That's for sure. And yesterday I bought some collard greens that I cooked. And Elder Robinson, I'm heating them for the man older. Because he said, because you know, he lives like in a house, a cuckoo house with a bunch of young girls. You know, like a crack house. Well, it's an open house. People just go in there and do what they want to do. But people do live in there. And he kept saying, nobody can make no cornbread here. So I took the 2 boxes of Jiffy cornbread mix and I made the cornbread. And I heated up the collard greens, Elder Robinson. Oh, them cornbread, that collard greens and cornbread. Oh, it smells so good. And I wasn't going to give her none. Mother came to Robinson, when she saw I was making people bowls and stuff, and she saw how much was left, she just knew she wasn't going to get none, so she walked out the kitchen. Mother Anderson kept saying, give her some. You hear she keeps saying it smells so good? So, it smells good. He said, no, don't give Bishop none. Just give it to her. Give it to her. Go on and give it to her. So I, drained the juice out the pot, and I, caught up some more collard greens at the bottom, enough for her, and gave her a piece of cornbread. And she over there smacking. This is yesterday. This is good. Oh, you can cook some collard greens. I said, that's why I don't cook collard greens. It's too much work, and people who ain't worthy to eat them is eating them. That's why I don't make no homemade cakes, and that's why I very rarely cook collard greens, because there's too much work in collard greens, because people just be eating them up.
Yep, you right about that. You don't get none of them. I say you go through all the trouble of making it and you don't get to eat none.
That's right. So, the bag that I was telling you about that the lady brought to the pantry?
Mm-hmm.
So I got a whole bag. Child, Lord must have beat on Pastor. Pastor brought me her bag.
What, that blue bag?
Pastor. But I knew Pastor don't even use that stuff, so I just knew she gonna give me the bag. I'm like, come on, Pastor, you know you don't use that stuff. What you gonna do with the bag?
Mm-hmm.
Especially the stuff in the bag. So, but the lady, it was a big bottle of the Old Lady body wash, and the lady went to the bed and bath.
Mm-hmm.
Bed and bath, got the spray, and I had that spray too. When I grabbed it, I was like, oh my goodness, I want another one of this. I need this. Leslie, what's that? Whatever it is, you ain't getting it.
Mm-hmm.
And when Pastor gave me her bag, because when I saw it was in the bag, I said, Pastor don't use that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, but she kept the bag. Now this is a whole week later. I'm getting the bag now, mind you.
Wow.
Yeah, but she gave me the bag. Mm-hmm.
So she got rid of her bags.
No, this is the bag that I told you. That's the crossing guard came in and made
Oh,
the bag.
okay, I got you. Yeah.
So she brought her bag back today and gave it to me.
Wow, really?
But she knows she don't use that stuff, and she knew it was wrong to give Leslie that bag anyway.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm.
The sister Martha was supposed to get a bag. So she got a bag talking about she ain't gonna be back to the pantry because something wrong with her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, something wrong with her. And then the other lady, I tell you, that's like the man, they put her on dialysis, so she had to go to the hospital and get the stuff put in her to do the dialysis. I'm like, whoa.
Who's this?
That's the B, Miss B, that say act like a man, look like a man.
Oh, okay. Wow, I tell you.
This is the one that run with nephew. The man supposed to be small. No, the man supposed to be small with cousin. He come there with his Jeep on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how Miss B is connected with this man.
Mm-hmm.
But the man come there every Tuesday, and sometimes he drives forward home, and sometimes he don't. But he always drives Miss B around the corner. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I don't know if he could if he could extra stuff through her or not, but Small would say, I'm the family. So, but you know, Miss B, unless the guy is gay, because Miss B definitely want to be a man. Definitely. She Catholic. I don't know what all these Catholic people doing in this church.
Told you because we turning Baptist. We gonna be Baptist.
The Jamaican lady, she going back to her country.
Yeah, she was telling me that Sunday.
She trying to get to the flea market up here.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And Leslie, she come here to this because she want Leslie to take her because she know Leslie got a car. So, that's another thing. Pooh cousin, fake niece cousin, she got Leslie some insurance for his car in Pennsylvania where she live at.
Really?
Yeah, they got Leslie hooked up in something too. I don't mess with them. Like I say, Pastor all into them. I'm like, I can go ahead with that. I'm not into that. I'm not into no gay people. I'm not into helping no gay people. I ain't into talking to no gay people. I ain't into being no friends to no gay people. So y'all go ahead with that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's so they were sitting around, like I said, they were sitting around waiting for them. Mm-hmm. So I leave, and Leslie number 2 want to come outside and want to tell me, oh, Leslie said this about you. Leslie said that about you. I'm like, Leslie, I ain't got time for you and Leslie, because you yang about Leslie yang about you. I ain't got time for neither one of y'all. Mm-hmm. So I walked off and left them. Standing there. Like I say, Leslie, coming in and tell Pastor that mess, but that's what they do is, but it is really, Leslie don't want Leslie number 2 in the pantry because they at rivalry with the selling of the food. when the Leslie number 2, he got to hurry up and get out the pantry so he can get his food to his customers because Leslie will beat them to the customers. And since them two is always yak arguing in that pantry. Wow. Them two, always. And all that meat, Leslie number 2 tell me, she take all that meat, and here tonight, she going to be calling me, asking me what I cook. Yeah, that's for sure. I'm like, this don't make no sense. Yeah, but that's what Leslie do. She get all that food. Shopping carts of meat around that yesterday. Cause like I say, the boxes came yesterday, and they had the 2 long platter things of the chicken wings. So it's like 4 chicken wings in each bag, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 bags of 4 chickens on 1 roll. And they have 2 rolls of that. So that's 4, that's 18 and 18. So that's 16, that's 36 chicken wings.
Oh, okay.
And that's Purdue. We got about 9 bags of those.
Oh, okay.
So, I got 2 bags. I think Leslie grabbed up 2. Mother Anderson grabbed. No, we maybe got about 10 or 15 of those bags because today we sliced the bags down and gave the people 2 off the roll. So they individually wrapped in 4s.
Oh, okay.
But, it's connected in this big old, it's like a big suitcase full of chicken wings, but they individually stacked into 4s in each pouch. But they all connect to each other. So today, for the people, she had to slice it where the people just got 2 off the roll, off the pack thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she did that for that chicken. She was trying to get me to pick that chicken breast, but I was like, no, I don't want no chicken breast because I know you're just trying to get me to make them chicken tenders, and I'm not making no chicken tenders. Leslie, she would say, oh, take my pack of ribs and make sure I get some. I was like, you ain't gonna get nothing. I ain't coming back here to cook one. So, I worried. I definitely ain't gonna come back for that revival, man.
When is it again?
It's gonna be, like you said, it's gonna be like a Sunday service all during the week.
Yeah, you're right about that. When is it again?
Huh?
When is it again?
He said next week. But see, I think he really wanted me to know about it so I could plan an escape route. Because when he was talking about it, he was whispering about it like he didn't want me to hear about it. I was like, I don't care what you do. I ain't coming anyway.
Who's this? Bishop?
Bishop, yeah.
Wow.
Because Leslie was the one who kept trying to broadcast it. I heard him whisper, sometime next week. I was like, I don't care what it is. I ain't coming.
Yeah, I don't think their motives is not what God wants.
I'm like, if you too tired to come out and pray.
Well, you done shut down a whole week of prayer and you gonna come the next week for a revival? That sounds kind of backwards.
I know it's all backwards to me, sis. All because he got a rest.
Did he say that?
No, that's what she said. I just talked to him, and we came to the conclusion that we're going to shut down again. I didn't know what she was talking about. I thought she was going to shut down the pantry. I didn't know what that woman was talking about. I said, shut down? She said, no, the prayer, because Bishop is tired. Oh, please.
Well, that's why she shut it down last week. The bishop told her to shut it down. I'm like, that don't even sound right.
Shut down what? Bible study and Friday night service?
No, it was, the whole service. She said, we not coming out. So Bible study was shut down and Friday night service was shut down.
And then he come down here today playing with that thermostat mess. He said, oh, the heat coming up. The heat coming up. This ain't no heat never come up.
I know that.
It's freezing upstairs. I kept telling them people, the whole time we was out there last month, I said, y'all, Bishop got to have a heater upstairs and y'all don't know about it. And Pastor kept saying, he ain't got no heater upstairs. I said, well, how can he sit up there in that cold office like that?
Right, he probably got some foot warmers or something. Yeah, she texted me. She said,
he said, run down there today playing with that thermostat. I said, I just turned my head. I said, that thing don't even work.
So who's sick in the church?
Huh?
Who's sick in the church? Who's not well in the church?
I don't know what you talking about.
Well, that's what she texted me. She said, Bishop and Mother, because she said to me, she said, there's no prayer. This was yesterday. There's no prayer at church this week. So, I wrote, okay. I said, is everything okay? She wrote back and said, Bishop and Mother Anderson are very tired. And he said, I'm presuming that he was Bishop, that some are not well, so we should cancel. Then she wrote, I noticed today that the church is too cool and drafty. You just noticed that? Lord willing, we can get an overhaul of our heating system by next winter. So, that's what was texting me of why the service was not, why the prayer was not going to be done.
Yeah, because from 6 to 7, that bad boy was so going to be cold up in there.
Yeah. But my thing is, this is my thing. My thing is, if you could sit in that pantry, see me, no, I'm not there. So, you're not seeing me. But I'm talking about them. If they could sit in that pantry for them hours, waiting for that truck, and you mean to tell me, did y'all have prayer this week for today?
No.
Noonday prayer?
No.
Okay, so
I didn't say it before, but I know when it came like close to the closing, Anson was grabbing up her stuff, talking like she was going home. I thought it was some crap on me. But I don't think I don't need no ride because I'm walking. But I left them there, but she was gathering her stuff. I don't think they have no window. I don't think they have no window for it.
Well, if they can sit there, and I ain't the Lord, but I'm sure the Lord is thinking this as well. Because he said, let this mind be in you. So, if you can sit every Monday and Tuesday at that pantry all day,
That's that right.
and then leave and go home, and mean to tell me you can't come back out and pray, then what? How what you gonna say? I don't know. That's just my thoughts, but I ain't saying nothing. I keep that to myself.
Yeah, it's just.
I told her that Bagley had asked me to speak at her church for what is it? Good Friday. But she didn't answer me back. But thank goodness it's on a Thursday, so I really don't need the permission.
All right. That's good.
So yeah, so they having it that Thursday, because she said Bagley said that everybody have their services that Friday, so it'll be hard for the speakers to speak. So she having it that Thursday night.
Well, I know she ain't invite Lord because apparently he ain't had nothing to say when he went there.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't hear nothing else about, not even him. He didn't say nothing about what he did or nothing. I said, I wonder how that went. Because he good for talking about what he do. Bragging and stuff.
I guess he don't do it too well because I ain't hear no lot. He said preach to me anyway. Yeah. He had nothing to say.
But I'll be honest, you can't say too much to me neither till you get it straight with your pastor and your wife.
Yeah, because I'm saying that it looks to me like Cheryl don't respect him. And then too, it was either do a solo or any man went. It was Marcus was there. Because I was saying with the Taylor man, but I'm thinking all that beef is with the Taylor man.
Yeah, now that you said that, I think so too.
Because, for her to invite him, we ain't trying to hear nothing from the cuckoo wife.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my goodness, Pastor, she's still going on the birthday thing. She had a birthday dinner and didn't even invite us. She could at least invite us. She's still back on the birthday thing.
I know she is.
She is.
I know she is.
I knew Cheryl was doing. I felt Cheryl was doing this to get back on her from taking the president's thing from her.
Yeah, and that's why she didn't invite me, no.
She was like, okay, you want to do that? I got something. I can touch you. And because at the thing, at the Cheryl birthday thing, she was talking, about the what's his face man. She was like, you can't invite everybody because look, they had something for Elder Day. I knew Elder Day since I was 16. They didn't invite me, but they invited Minister Anderson and his parents. And I said to myself, you need to read between the lines. The people didn't want to see your mother. They probably would have invited you if your mother wasn't going to tag along.
But that couldn't be it because she ain't tag along to this.
To what?
To the Fred Hammond thing.
No, something like that. Elder Robinson would have tagged along. She tagged along when they went to the shows with the lady.
Went to what shows?
When the day lady had the shopping thing, and then you went and saw the coming of Jesus or whatever show she had. That went away.
Oh, you talking about the one that I went to the Sight and Sound thing?
Yeah, Sight and Sound. They went to both of them. So and then when they went to Sammy thing, she went up there too.
Mm-hmm.
The mother went right behind her so the people know, we invite you, then your mother gotta come. Hey, she told me that it came right to my mind. The people didn't want your mother there. That's why they didn't invite you.
But sister, you got other people in the church. So why she didn't invite me? Why she didn't invite you? Why she didn't invite Pat?
Who, me? Today? I don't know date.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That's my point. This is a respect of person type of thing.
And no, they wasn't gonna invite nobody who ain't got no money to give. Hello.
Okay. Now see, there's a motive. So that's why I'm saying with Cheryl and this Fred Hammond thing, I know it's gonna come out. I'm just waiting. Her main reason for doing it. I think the main reason that she invited me was because she felt guilty for not inviting me to her birthday. So I really think that's all that was about. She had to get past her guilt. Now she gonna have something else. Now if she has something like that, she may and may not invite me, depending on who is going.
I tell you, I ain't going on nothing else with her. I'm sorry.
Yeah, depending on who is going. Cause see, for Mac, now this is the thing. She invited Macmillan. Now I got the Tellers in them, because see, the Tellers is something to get back at Michelle. So that's why.
Wait a minute, another thing too. We can understand why you invited us, we church members, but we never knew you had no relationship like that with the Macmillan. And this
yes. I knew she had relationship with her. I knew. I seen all of that when we was what was it? The convention? Year before that convention, when they got into the little beef with Robin, there was something clicking there with them. Because her and Macmillan went against Robin. That's why Robin went off the way she did. All of that was planned. That was something that they planned on television, you hear me? On the telephone. So they all came to the church the next day with intentions to do wrong. And that's why they did what they did. Now, this convention that passed, all of that was in the making. They tried their best to do the same thing that they did to Robin to me. But see, it didn't work. Because see, I stepped up because that was my job. If I wasn't the president, I probably would have backed out. You see what I'm saying? But because of the title that they gave me, her and Macmillan got together to run over me. what's his name? Marcus tried to do the same thing, but it didn't work. So he backed down. I got to give him his props. He backed down and he was agreeable, right? But he wanted to disagree. But he wouldn't bring it out that he disagreed with me. So he just stayed quiet. So he didn't say too much during the rehearsals that we had. So that's why when she came in there in that rehearsal with the devil, it just went haywire. It went crazy. And everybody saw it to the point where that same Ruthie, Pastor Junior's daughter, granddaughter, left from the alto side and went over to the soprano. No, left from the soprano side and went over to the alto. Because Macmillan went over to the soprano and started bashing the sopranos. Why? Because she was really getting at me. But she didn't want to come at me in front of everybody. So she turned around and started getting on the sopranos. And so when she got on sopranos, the young lady just moved. She said, "Well, I'm going over here." She said, I'm not dealing with that." She said, You're not killing my voice like that." So now, that's why I say when they showed up, when the lady told me that she was going, I expected that. When she said, I said, "Oh, well, I expect her to go. I expect her to go." I wasn't really expecting Marcus, but I can understand Marcus being there because of the simple fact of the relationship that Cheryl got with them. Because, see, Cheryl's relationship with people is not because her personality draws people. You see what I'm saying? I'm very standoffish. I'm by myself. I don't deal with people. But it's like people are drawn to me. You see what I'm saying? I may try to be over to myself and mind my business. Like that Rose lady. I ain't go to the lady to talk to the lady. Cheryl co-workers, they sat at our table. You see, they was more. I don't know what kind of relationship them and Cheryl got at the job. But my thing is, why you ain't sit with your co-worker?
Yeah.
You come sit over here with people that you don't even know, and they had some fun. You see what I'm saying? They enjoyed our company. So Cheryl is, just like I said, people that don't know Cheryl won't quite understand her actions. But see, when she does stuff, it used to get to me. But see, the Lord has trained me to overlook her when the devil step in and got her doing stupid stuff. So I just don't pay her no mind, and she see that. So because of my action, see, they say that men like darkness rather than light. So when she see that I ain't paying her devilish self no mind, that's what I said. She felt it guilty for not inviting us because there wasn't no reason for her not to invite us. We all in the same church. So now you're going to go, and for whatever reason, which I know, I mean, logically speaking, it wasn't no reason, because nobody ain't never did nothing to Cheryl. From the time Cheryl came in that church, her and her mother, see, that's why I kind of like Eve. That's why Eve is out of our church. Because the foolishness that her mother and her sister do, she don't want to be a part of it. Now, I ain't saying she perfect, but what I'm saying is that she don't want to be, she see how her mother is. That's her mother. Her mother was going out with my uncle. I still see the same thing. Come on, you done been saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost for how many years, and you still got the same animosity in you. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
That's right.
So now your daughter is acting like it. Now your granddaughter, Brittany, is acting like it. And see, the thing with Andrew see all of that. He hear all of that. So he know you ain't saved. Just like you said, the lady said, if that's the Holy Ghost, I don't want that Holy Ghost. He see that. He don't want it either. He see what mommy doing at home. Well, mommy not there. He see what grandma doing. He hear what grandma's saying. He hear what grandma is allowing in her house. Then he come to the church. Now he want to know, why is grandma allowing this? Why is grandma doing? Now he get to the church and he hear all the foolishness going on in the church. So now he like, I ain't got to give respect to nobody. I'ma act the way I want to act. I'ma sleep if I want to sleep. I'ma talk back if I want to. Why? Because mommy and grandma is not standing up to the Holy Ghost. That he don't know nothing about no Holy Ghost, but he know right. So now if your Holy Ghost is causing you to be at home and talk about Sister Kershaw, and then get to Sister Kershaw and see Sister Kershaw, and now you want to act this kind of way with Sister Kershaw, He looking like, now, Grandma, you know you didn't say that. You know you don't feel it. You know what, Grandma? Now, this is what he's saying in his head. I ain't got to respect you. You can't say nothing to me. That's why he don't pay Al Robinson no mind. Don't pay Grandma no mind. But watch when Daddy get home. You going to see the difference in Andrew. If he still be at the church. So, Cheryl invited us, you know, to the, just like I said, I didn't know all who was being invited, but it didn't really bother me because, you know, I'm the type of person, if I'm going somewhere or doing something, I like to, you know, invite you and the next person, you got a friend, bring that person, whatever. Because I like to have fun. I like for people to be comfortable. I like for people to, you know, to have a good time. I've always been like that, even in the world. I would take people out and treat them and buy them drinks, and they ain't got to worry about nothing because I like for people to be happy. So now, but Cheryl, she thrives on foolishness. You know, I'll just put it that way. She thrives on foolishness. So now, she went on her little thing. She invited whoever it was that she invited for her little birthday. Okay. And now you see Michelle having her little birthday, and Michelle is inviting her. But she ain't invite Michelle. And I really think, see, I've been telling Michelle this, but you know, she got to learn for herself. I really think that Michelle is doing this in a sense to try to outdo Cheryl. You see what I'm saying? You know, because she wasn't going to even go to the thing. I'm the one who talked into going. Because she wasn't even going. She busy worrying about what Cheryl going to do. She just knew from the bottom of her little toenail that Cheryl wasn't going to say nothing to her. I had to keep telling her, Michelle, leave it alone. Just wait and see. I said, I don't think that she done invited us, done bought your ticket, and then going to act like she ain't going to take you. Well, I'm just saying. I know she's going to. No, you don't. You don't know. How you know? Did she tell you this? No. Well, then, stop it. Stop it. I told her, I said, you got to stop trying to predict what people going to do because you ain't got that gift. So stop it. God didn't give you discerning of spirits. He gave that to me. So stop trying to act like you got my gift because you don't. You know what I'm saying? So just cut it out. So she kept going on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So when Cheryl said something that Sunday to us at the table about going, I played stupid because I want her. I said, huh? What you said? I said Tuesday. She said, yes, Tuesday. So I just gave a little glimpse at Michelle, like, didn't I tell you so? Well, she ain't paying. And then, see, that's what made her, I'm going to tell you the honest truth, that's what made her come up with her little trip. She wasn't thinking about no trip. Now, let me tell you what the deal was. The deal was that we were supposed to be going out. This was way before, I think this was before, or even if it was after Cheryl said her little trip. But it wasn't no eating. We were supposed to go out to the Poconos. That's what the trip was supposed to be for us. That was supposed, she told me to plan the trip. If you notice her Facebook says adding me to plan or help with her, it ain't nothing for me to do because she already planned it. So the plan was, I had told her, I said, I'm going to go home and talk with Danielle. I said, me and Danielle get together and see exactly what we're going to do. So the plan was we all was going to get together and we would get our husbands or whatever. Who else wanted to go out, going to tell you about it and stuff like that. Tell Cheryl, whatever, whoever. And we was going to the Poconos, right? We had already planned. Now we still going. Me and Danielle, we still going. But she ain't going. See, this is my thing with Michelle. She'll want to plan something, right, for her. Like if she come up with an idea, she want everybody to be in it. But if you come up with an idea, she don't want to be a part of it. Sis, you just don't know. I be trying to lead that girl right. I be trying to tell her. And I used to be quiet and just go, don't say nothing. But see, now it's like wrong. My spirit is telling me that I need to tell her when she wrong. Now, she gets mad with me. Then she don't call me for weeks and stuff on end. You see what I'm saying? But personally, that's on her. I don't care. You ain't got to talk to me. You ain't got to talk to me. You ain't got to say nothing to me. Because, see, I'm not going to condone your foolishness. If you wrong, you want to sit back and you want to talk about how wrong somebody is, you know, and how people are treating you, you got to check yourself. You see what I'm saying? You got to check you and see what you doing to court. Now, I'm not, and just like I said to her, I'm not saying there's something you doing. I said, but, you know, the Bible say don't let your good be evil spoken of. So even if you are doing good and it's offending somebody, you got to check yourself to make sure that it doesn't jeopardize your salvation. It doesn't cause somebody to backslide. Doesn't cause, but you know that Cheryl. She wants to talk about, you know, Michelle got her own way of thinking. So that's where this little get together is going on, you know. And then it started out with just me and her. So next thing you know, I see a text stating after we done had the conversation about Cheryl, and I told her to leave it alone, wait. Then I see the text. She sends a text talking about, "Oh, ladies, we're going out on my birthday on such and such date." So now the spirit already let me know that she's doing that to get back at Cheryl. So I just passed it on. So then she called me and said, "Oh, you got my text? You know, we're gonna go out, whatever." I said, "Who's the ladies that you asked?" Now here's the thing. She ain't asked nobody yet. I said, "So what are you talking about, ladies?" She said, "No, I gotta ask, what's the girl name? Chanel." She's gonna ask, what's that other girl that
She put a thing on Facebook. You know that stuff that you do when you having a service?
Yeah, event, right?
Yeah, she did that.
She sure did. That's what she is. She made it an event for however, whatever she thinking. And see, me personally, I don't like to be caught up in nothing that's going to. Okay, let me put it like this. If she talked to me, here I go using you again. If she talks to me and say, "You know what, Sister Kershaw did such and such, but watch this, I'm going to do so and so." So then she opened up an event on Facebook talking about she doing it. I know she doing this to get back at you.
Yeah, because like you said, it was only supposed to be you and her going out. Now she done took your thing and made the big thing an event.
Yep, sure did. And when I told her, I said, "Well, we plan on going to the Poconos." She said, "All right, I'm going." Right? So then when I asked her again, maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago, she said, "I don't know. I don't know whether I'm going because there's so much I'm going to have to do with my income tax." I said, "Where you getting income tax from?" I said, "I ain't say nothing about no income tax." She said, "Well, isn't that when you going to be doing it when you get..." I said, "Did I say that?" I said, "And why you got to be driven around income tax?" I said, "We may be going during income tax time, but I'm sure you work. So now,
Then if somebody
help
want
me,
to jump
Lord.
on her income tax bandwagon.
Say that again.
Think if somebody want to jump on her, her bandwagon of her income tax money.
Exactly. Oh, I got so much to do with my like. Come on, let's be realistic. We gonna have money. It's me and Danielle going. She taking her child and I'm taking my grandson. So we gonna have money. I ain't. You know.
And you got 2 income taxes. Man, get an income tax and Danielle, so you got 2 income taxes on one.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. I don't know, and see, this is the thing. I don't like nobody, and this is how she's making me feel. She's making me feel like because and now mind you, sis, I don't ask that girl for nothing. I don't ask her for a dime. Let me tell you, I asked her one time for $40. One time, this was summertime.
Yeah, a couple income tax time back there. You told me how she acted all stupid.
Yes, she went in talking about Gerard, she called him Gerard now.
Uh-huh.
While I'm standing there, wherever we were, and
Yeah, you told me.
yes. So I don't ask her for nothing. I'm telling you, I do not. She have came now. She just recently, her little baby, Michelle, just had the little party or something at the school, and she came over to me and asked me would I give her $30 towards the what's the name, towards the cake. Then she started acting all funny. Now if you take too long with her and don't give it to her when she want it, then she start automatically thinking that you ain't gonna do it. So I ain't say nothing. I let her think whatever she wanted to think.
Uh-huh.
And she started acting kind of funny while I'm a go. And she started saying, well, Sister Jordan, is you still going to give me the, I said, Michelle, didn't I tell you I was going to, well, you don't got to be asking me that. I'm not that type of person. If I say, maybe I have been like that, where if I say I'm going to do something and something else come up and I go do it and don't think about what I say I'm not like that. I'm trying to, well, not trying, I have worked on that. So I try to make my word my bond because I'm saved now. So I don't want nothing. When I get up to testify, I don't want nothing in the back of my head saying, oh, I'm supposed to give this person some money and I ain't give it to him. So I want to have a clear conscience when I'm up there preaching and testifying. So, I said, I'm going to give it to you. So, I don't know. She, just like I said, she started backing off. She don't call me that often or whatever. But, I was saying, well, that's on her. So, I got, when I got my money, at the time, I didn't tell her when, but at the time, I got the money and I went and gave it to her that Sunday. And that was before the time of the child. Now, I'm going to tell you honestly, I wanted to be there. You see what I'm saying? I wanted to be, because that's just me. I'm a part of children. If they having something, I want to be there too, to show that I care about you moving up to the next grade. Child, I ain't know nothing about the thing. Because I done forgot about it. I ain't find out about it until she's posted pictures. One time I said to her, well, you could at least told me. I think she did some recital or something. And she put it up. And she put it up, oh, my daughter's recital. So I text her back. Because I really got fed up. So I said, why didn't you tell me about that? She was like, I said, Michelle, stop it. You didn't tell me nothing. Now stop it. Stop lying. See, she gets mad when I come all out like that to her.
If she needed you to swipe on the train or me at the train station, she just stays in contact with you.
That's what she do, sis. And strange that you would say that, because whenever I gotta swipe her, she's always on my case, calling me. I'm leaving now. I'm here now. And then she want to talk to me on the phone till I get there. So you are 100% right. But when something about to happen with that Michelle girl, I don't know nothing about it. I don't hear nothing. I don't hear nothing from her until it's done and over with. She was going to when they have the little trips. I think somebody she knew her daughter was having some trips or whatever. And I had asked her, I said, well, let me know if you could bring somebody. She said, yeah, you could go. Sis, I don't hear nothing else about the trip. The child done went on the trip, done had so much fun, done come back. And she calling me. Just like she did when Kayla and them had the little Halloween thing. I ain't know nothing about it till she calling me on her way home. And then when I tell her, all right, Michelle, when she say to me, oh yeah, I just got I'm on my way home. I said, where you went? I told you. See, that's how I know. See, the Lord let me know that she lying. And that's how she knows she be lying and trying to cover it up. Because the first thing she'll say is that, I told you. Now, Michelle, stop it. You know. I be telling her. See, that's probably why she back off. I get on her about her kids. The last disagreement we had was last week about the light-skinned girl that got the little thing on her face. Dang, what's her name? I forgot her name. But you know what I'm talking about, right?
No.
The one that got that goes to the true light, that got the baby, that go out with the wife to the boy that beat the drum. Okay. Now Michelle put on Facebook, I don't know whether you saw it. She put on Facebook, I'm eating everything. Right? So I saw it. I'll tell you how good the Lord is. I saw it and I had took my phone, and I was getting ready to comment, and what I had started writing, said, what do you mean you eating everything? You pregnant? And then the Spirit told me, no, don't write it. So I erased it off, right? So I ain't think nothing about it. Just like I said, she don't call me that often. So I don't think nothing about it. So now, 2 or 3 days later, she's calling me to tell me about the girl, right? So now I'm listening, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on because she ain't getting to the point. She's not getting to what started the argument. She's just talking about what she said. So she's saying, yeah. She said, ooh, Kareem. That's her name, Kareem. She said, ooh, Kareem made me mad. Oh, my goodness. See, Sister Jordan, I put on that I'm eating everything. So I said to myself, I said, oh, all right. Somebody must have texted what I was going to text about being pregnant. So sure enough, the girl had written, well, you pregnant or something. Something like that. So Michelle had text back and said, I have nothing else. How she said it? She said, I don't have that much time. I got a whole lot on my plate and all this other stuff, right? So now the girl took it that Michelle was going to get an abortion, right? So, abortion. Because she thinking, now mind you, by what Michelle said, I'm eating everything. So, commonly, I was telling her, commonly, as a woman, women going to think that you pregnant. And, depending on the man, he going to think the same thing. Because that's what you do when you pregnant. You eat. So, now, you don't put nothing else up there. You just say, I'm eating it. You don't say nothing about, I was sick and now I'm okay and I got my appetite back. Nothing. You just put out there. So, the girl thought she was pregnant. So, now, what she texts back to the girl, right, instead of saying, no, I'm not pregnant, she texts back to the girl, I got so much on my plate, like that. So, now, if you saying that, you giving an indication. I mean, I ain't stupid. You giving an indication that you may be pregnant. But now you got to make a decision of whether or not you going to, keep the child? I mean, what else is there you going to do? So that's what the girl thought. So she went off on the girl, started telling the girl, why would you think that? Why would you say that? And now she all mad with the girl, telling the girl off, right? So then the girl goes and says to her, well, you never said that you wasn't pregnant. And so Michelle says that she said, well, I ain't got to tell you whether I'm pregnant or not. I didn't tell you that. Was something on that fashion. So now they going back and forth, so they hang up. So the girl said, well, no, she says to the girl, well, I don't have to listen to this. I don't want to talk to you no more. Like, so she says bye to the girl, and the girl says bye, right? So now Michelle is talking to me. So now Michelle said, yeah, don't you know 5 or 10 minutes later, she calls me back apologizing. So I can hear in Michelle's voice that she's happy. You see what I'm saying? That she glad that she got her way. You see? And now the girl is, like groveling now. Like now she's groveling to be friends with Michelle, whatever. But I think the girl was acting more of a safe person than Michelle was. Yeah. So the girl called Michelle back and apologized to her and told her, I'm very sorry if you took what I said this way or that way. I'm sorry, but I didn't know whether or not you was pregnant, and I felt some kind of way when you said that you didn't have nothing on you had a whole lot on your plate or whatever. So she said, I thought that you was talking about getting rid of the child, and so that's why I responded and said what I said, but I'm apologizing. But Michelle, whether or not Michelle accepted it, she never said she accepted her apology. She just kept going in on the girl, right? So I'm feeling some kind of way. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I don't like nobody doing wrong to people. It just does something to me. So now I started talking to Michelle. I said, well, Michelle, let me ask you. I said, did you tell the girl that you was pregnant? She said, no, I didn't tell the girl. I said, well, you saying that I ate everything. That's when I said that I was going to write that you was pregnant. I said, but I'm so glad I didn't. I said, the Lord didn't allow me to write it because he wanted this to come out. So now, because you would have automatically talked to me about it. So I would have knew what was going on. But see, the Lord wanted this to happen because he wanted you to see your motives. So I said to her, I said, now, let me ask you this. Do you think you're pregnant? Now, here she goes, sis. This is what got me. But do I think I'm pregnant? Now this how I'm talking, this how she was talking. Do I think I'm pregnant? So I'm asking Michelle. I said, do you think you're pregnant? Because now if she thinks she's pregnant, now the girl wasn't wrong. You see what I'm saying? She came responding on what a woman would respond to if you say you eat everything. So she going by what a woman would think a woman is thinking. So I'm asking her again, well, do you think you're pregnant? Do I think you pregnant? I said, listen, Michelle. I said, see, now you playing games. I said, I ain't got time for no games. I said, you was wrong. He said, what? I don't understand how I was wrong. I said, listen. I said, you was wrong. Because if you think you pregnant, that's the reason why you put I'm eating everything. I said, so now the response is coming behind I eat everything from somebody that don't know what's going on but thinking that you pregnant. They're going to respond to a pregnancy. They're not going to respond to you eating everything. You see what I'm saying? Because if you putting down that I'm eating everything and it's not because you pregnant, then it's going to be a reason behind it. But you didn't put no reason behind it. I said, so how you going to get mad with the girl and want to go off on the girl when the girl is actually going by what you said? But I never said I was pregnant. That's the point. Exactly. I said, you didn't tell her that you weren't. You didn't tell her that you were. I said, see, that's why you don't put all your business on Facebook. Because when people respond to it, the way that you putting it out there, then people get mad. I said, so now you want to get mad with the girl, with Kareem, because Kareem is being, what can I say, a mother? Or responding like a mother will respond? If my child come to me and say, oh my God, I'm so hungry, Daniel come to me, or Mary come to me and say, I'm eating up and I see her eating up everything, that's the first thing I'm going to think. Mary, you pregnant? Daniel, you pregnant? Now, they could tell me all they want, no, because Mary done told me I don't know how many times that she wasn't pregnant. What happened? She got 4 children. Behind her saying, no, I'm not pregnant. Yes, of course. This is the thing that a mother knows. A mother knows this. A mother can, first of all, there's something about the body that automatically changes. I don't care if you bleed for the whole 12 months. There's something about that body that gotta change when that egg is fertilized. Because that's what God said gonna happen. He said the woman is gonna have babies, in so many words. So you get mad with the girl. So that was our last disagreement, and I ain't hear nothing from her. She haven't called me. She haven't talked to me. And she had came to church that following. No, I don't even think she came to church. Yeah, because that happened during the week leading up to the Sunday that she didn't come to church. So I didn't hear nothing from her or whatever. But see, I'm going to tell you something, sis. I really don't care. It really doesn't faze me. It just saddened me to let me see that you prefer to stay the way you are than to change. A lot of things that you may be going through could be based upon how you precept things, how you take things in. So a lot of times I got to tell, no, you can't be thinking that. No, that person don't think that or whatever. And she'll be like, well, I'm going to go to Pastor Glover. So her thing now is that everything that go down, she go to Pastor Glover because she want to get back at somebody.
And that's what ticked me off. I'm sorry, sis. That's what ticked me off her in the kitchen with the chicken.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you, Miss Sugar, I'm going to Pastor Glover because I know I can get what I want now. I'm like, really?
Word. That's what she's...
like a little dog.
Yeah.
I was ready to fight her that Sunday.
Yeah, when she told me that,
I was ready to fight her that Sunday.
I said to her, but wait a minute. I said, what went on with the chicken? Oh, she had the chicken, but she didn't want to give me none or something like that, she said. I said, what make you think she didn't want to give you none? Did she tell you that? No. Well, then.
That same statement you just said, I'm going to Pastor Glover, and I'm trying to give you the chicken. And I'm like, really, Michelle? She do the
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm giving you overloads. Remember, I'm the one who put the stuff in your stroller.
That's what she had said to me that Sunday. I don't know whether it was the same Sunday, but I know one of these Sundays she had came over to me and whispered to me, well, they giving out all the cakes and stuff. I went over to Pastor Glover. True. Later for that, I just go to Pastor Glover because Pastor Glover let me go get it. I said, but wait a minute. I said, what makes you think you couldn't get the cake? Well, they was over there, it was in the refrigerator or whatever. I said, well, all you had to do is go in the refrigerator. No, I'm not going in the refrigerator. I'm going to Pastor Glover. I said, well, Pastor Glover has already did that. She has already said that. When she...
So, I mean, not that I'm in control. Not to six person, you got some cake. Six person, what kind of cake you got up in there? I mean, that's, but, I can go over you. I can go over you. I can go past
Yeah.
I something, huh?
Yeah, you're right. That it took me a long time to see that, but I started seeing that now. That she goes even with things that she talked with me about, she'll go to Pastor Glover, and I'll be like, "Well, what you went to?" I said, "What the crazy you talk to me for if you gonna go to Pastor Glover?" And I said to her, I said, "You know, y'all on the program to sing. Oh no, we not singing because I already talked to Pastor Glover. Well, what all that fussing you did to get them kids to sing." And now you gonna be like, well, I'm not doing nothing. See, that ain't nothing but the devil. That ain't nothing but the devil. Or you fuss like crazy because Pastor Glover would not let you be over the children.
Over Cheryl.
Yep, over Cheryl. I said, and God opened up the door for you to walk through. I said, and now you shut it. I said, so now when Cheryl get it back, now I'm going to tell you, Cheryl, when was that? The Easter. Was it the Easter? No, the Christmas. See what's that? Pastor Glover said to her, no, well, Cheryl is, her class is, oh, you should have saw that. I wish you could have been a fly. And that girl go off.
Because the class, the choir is in the class.
Exactly.
So, I don't understand how she thought she was going to override. She was going to get the choir. The choir's in the class.
Well, she wanted,
the choir has rehearsal in the class.
Yeah. See, she felt, or she thought, or she wanted, I don't know what she was thinking at the time, that since she had did the choir with the little kids, that now that it's Christmas, she was going to do the choir. Okay. But see, the thing was, which I was trying to explain to her, I said the choir and the class is two different things. I said, so you can't hit Cheryl to try to take that from her when that is her class. She was like, no. They trying to stop me from. I said, no, that's everybody got a class. Pat Bishop got the class, the Ella Robinson, all that got classes. Well, no, they trying to stop me from singing. But I'm going to Pastor. Pastor Glover going to do this and do that. Oh, she was against Pastor Glover. I don't know how she became buddies with her all of a sudden. But I was trying to.
Telling you, Michelle, be all walking behind Pastor Glover. Pastor Glover be walking in the front. Pastor Glover's face and eyes be all twisted up like, oh, please stop following me.
I know. I could imagine. And
just like you said, Pastor said, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then she don't do nothing she told you she was going to do.
Yep, that happened. Something happened where she went and was talking to Pastor Glover about it. Just like Pastor Glover did me. When she had the little meeting, it was totally different. She said whatever she said to Michelle over the phone, but when she got in front of the people or whoever it was that she was having the issue with, it was totally different. And Michelle was upset about it. I said, listen, you can't get upset because Pastor Glover is Pastor Glover. I said, she the pastor. She make the final decision. So what, you being mad ain't going to make no difference with her? Wow, that's it. I'm not. Then now she want to see, this is the thing. Now she want to sit down and not do nothing. I told her about the leading in the service. I said, well, you need to go and ask what's his name? Ask Minister Anderson why he don't pick you. No, I ain't ask him nothing. He don't wanna pick me. Now
I don't think he likes the way she makes him work too hard.
What you mean wake and work hard?
Well, you know, his pling pling. He barely want a pling pling, and she just goes song after song after song.
Oh, okay. I think the reason why he don't pick her got something to do with Pastor Glover and Bishop. Because
because the last one she did good.
Yeah, yeah. But
And
he don't. He won't.
maybe it's just the songs that she sing and make them remind them of something they did or something.
No, it's her singing. It's the singing. I know exactly what it is. I ain't stupid. I know what it is.
I meant to tell you, she sang something one time, and I meant to say, sis, you really got this girl so up that she really can sing now. She was singing something somewhere, and I wanted to say, sis, you really got this girl so up that she really can sing. She sound all right, but she can't really sing that all right now.
Yeah, that's why they don't pick her, which I don't understand why they don't. They got Thomas up there and all that.
Yeah, because they put Thomas over her. She should know that the people was making a statement, but they just ain't talking loud enough.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. Because Thomas, and I'm telling you, since with Thomas, because I mean, you don't judge a book by its cover, but hey, it is what it is. I mean, especially when you look in the part, of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw him last, I thought he had got a haircut, and he just had on his hat. But when Taisha came, she blew it up. And she was like, oh, no, you really permed your hair? You put a perm in your hair?
Oh, wow.
And then when I looked at it, it was they didn't keep the perm in a long time for it to be straight, to be noticeable. But they kept it in long enough where she could brush it back, where it can have a little tail in the back. And she said, you really permed your hair? You permed your hair? And that's when I looked at it closer. And I said, oh, that is a perm. It's like a light texture. So she has this brush back going, like a little tail going in the back. I wouldn't be surprised if he have a ponytail next time we see him. And I was like, wow, Thomas.
Yeah, right?
I really thought it was a haircut, and he just had on a hat.
Yeah, I thought it was a haircut.
But the way Julian come outside looking with his hair, he definitely don't want no girlfriend. And I told him, I said, you better stop eating them heroes up in that store, you and your mother. That China, him and Cassie look the same way, all big up in the chest. He talking about he go to the gym. I'm like, for what? There ain't no weightlifting fat. That's fat, son.
That's all he do is go to the gym.
I don't know what he doing in the gym.
Not a thing. He ain't doing nothing. He just showing off. Maybe some girl in there or something.
Because my son got some nice, iron picks. And I want to take my son pick so bad and give it to him. Because it's just pathetic the way his hair looks. And you get a check every 2 weeks, or probably every week. I think some tenants get paid every week. You get a check. And you won't even go to the barber shop?
That's crazy.
And I think Kathy cut his hair the way that hair look. I think Kathy did that. Kathy did it. Well, I know ain't no barber gonna let that boy walk out no barber shop looking like that.
Yeah, unless that's what he wanted. He woke up in there, I just want this, I just want that.
It wasn't even shaped up. It was still nappy. It wasn't even no barbershop style to it.
Yeah, somebody had to do it.
Somebody, I told you Kathy did that mess.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like something Taylor would have tried to accomplish.
And I'm telling you, since he need a pick so bad, I be wanting to take my son pick so bad and give it to him.
And you know what gets me? I really don't understand. Well, none of them got a sense of fashion, so that's where Brittany steps in at. They don't have a sense of fashion in a bone.
I don't know who they was talking about, but Cheryl was teaching with Pastor a couple of Sundays ago, maybe like 3 Sundays ago, and she was telling Pastor that Brittany, I'm paraphrasing, trying to be like so-and-so. So-and-so ain't coming to church, so she not coming to church like that. And Pastor was like, she can't be like nobody else. She got to do for herself. And so, like, I'm telling her that. So I don't know if it's the Andersons, they ain't coming, so she ain't coming. I don't know. But I know it's about somebody. They ain't coming like that, so I ain't coming.
Probably Taylor. That's probably why she was trying to get Taylor to come to church.
Wow.
Yeah, because Taylor don't come to. I noticed that too. I noticed that Brittany stopped coming to church as often as she used to. Because when she get there, Taylor don't be there. And her and Taylor supposed to be besties, so I'm sure she know Taylor ain't coming to church.
Nope. We sitting home chilling on Facebook.
Yep, sure enough. Sure.
He was telling her, and I was like, wow. But I'm telling her not to do that. Don't do that. But she ain't planning. She ain't listening. So she posted something on the book the other day.
Mm-hmm.
F you in big letters. I don't know who she's talking about.
Wow.
And she did. And she spelled out all the words.
Really?
Yes. If she wrote yes, F-U-C-K-U.
Oh my goodness. And she ain't get no comment below that from her mother? I don't think Ella Robinson know what's on there unless somebody show it to her. Huh? Her mother, that lady behind her, 100%. She probably... Mm-hmm. I'm surprised they wasn't at the Fred Hammond thing. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, after I saw that video, and I guess it ain't meant for me to say nothing to Cheryl because I keep forgetting, so all right, Lord, I ain't going to say nothing. But when I first saw that video, I was so wanted to say something to Cheryl. That cocaine video that she did, where Cheryl walked in from work and saw and was saying what she was saying and all that stuff. I would have been like, oh no, that's crazy. I get my huh? Yes, that bugged me out. When I saw that, I was like, I had to go and play it. I played it a couple of times. I had to play it a couple of times over. Because I had to make sure I seen what I saw, even though it wasn't real, but I had to make sure just the aspect of it was crazy. And then when she walked in from work, and she not knowing what was going on, and then she specifically, and I think she was dead up serious, told Brittany to get out. She said, get out my house. So I got the impression that her son had did that. I won't say the cocaine, but maybe he was smoking weed or rolling up some weed. And that's probably what caused Andrew to be put out the house. Because she sure enough was going to kick that girl out. If that girl was doing, she said, I'm not knocking that, but how she handled it by kicking her out was wrong. But with her saying, you getting out of my house. You're not doing no drugs up in my house. You getting up out of my house. And Brittany caught on to that and knew her mother was serious. And then she started laughing and saying, no, it's not true, Ma. It's not true. It's not. I forgot what she said it was. She said, it's not true. It's not true. And Cheryl was dead set into it. And she went and sat down. And then Brittany was like talking to her, trying to get her to smile. And then Cheryl started laughing. But see, she should have chastised her right on that video. So people will see that she don't play that. Don't be doing that in my house. Don't be making no pranks up like that in my house. You don't play that. I'm saved. You don't do that. See, people, these kids gotta learn. Yup, sure enough. But a lot of people don't. I mean, this is what I say about your salvation. You gotta take it. You gotta take it seriously. I can see if you taking your salvation seriously and your kids are still disrespecting you, then that's not on you because you're telling them what you expect them to do by you being saved and what you're allowing. But for them to not give respect to you because they, for whatever reason, that they feel like they ain't got to, because Brittany don't give her mother no respect. That's the same thing I was saying. Brittany sit up there and hear everything that her mother be saying, along with Andrew. So now you come to church, you want to get to shouting. That's why Brittany can get up there and fake her shout and do whatever she want to do, because that's what she see. Mom, she see all the stuff. It's not what Cheryl do in the church that's making Brittany act up. It's what Cheryl doing at home. What's singing and stuff with what man? Mm. Yeah, that's why I said watch when August get here. I guess I'll be home again. Cause I ain't gonna be. I'm not provoke. Not wrong word. I'm not promoting no foolishness. So all that stuff that Brittany done did through the course of the half of the year. Now when August get here, now she got all this power. She got all this power. She gonna tell you. She gonna tell me nothing because we have the convention and I'm still over it. It ain't working this year. But she gonna start making all these decisions of when rehearsal's gonna be and who's singing and what songs we sing. Where was you when the young people were singing out and was supposed to be singing out at Trinity Sunday? Exactly. Where's you during the week? So that's why I say nobody can say, don't be talking nothing about my child not being there. Don't even be saying nothing because my child is faithful. My child will be there. She was due, even though it was that revival with Pooh. Danielle was there, and what happened? Danielle got sick on the last 2 days, and she didn't make it. But she was there, that beginning of that revival. Up until Thursday. No, up until Wednesday. Well, see, I'm sure she's not gonna be there. I'm sure she's not. I already know. And if I hear anything that they saying that they said something, I'll tell them. Y'all can't say nothing because y'all the one who pushed the girl out the church. Don't get out of here with that. You know, they ain't gonna say it in my earshot. They may say where you can hear it, or somebody else can hear it. Huh? Who, Brittany? Oh, Sunday before last? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yep. She's sticking in there. She know more than what his grandchildren is on. Not Brittany. Taylor sit over there in that corner with them grandkids that come and sleep. One Sunday they was there. I didn't even know they was there. I said, "Oh my goodness, where y'all was?" Oh, they was sleeping. And I could have sworn I heard them say, "You don't come to church for to go to sleep. Make them kids sit up." So I wonder what happened. I tell you. I know notice that. I didn't even know that. Michelle had pointed that out when they were saying something about her kids playing the bongos or something. And she said she had told Bishop, so what you want him to do? Be on the tablet like the other kids are? She said he didn't say nothing. But I didn't realize that it was his grandkids that was on the tablet.
That's right. They all got one.
Wow.
That's for sure. They say that's when they be sleep or they doing that tablet.
Well, see, that's why I say the Lord uh, wants the church or wants them to hold a shut-in, even if it's just for a weekend. Even if it's just for 3 or 4 days, they go to God. God will tell them how long to go before they have that revival. Because I think it's going to be a whole lot of chaos in that revival. And who knows, it might be me that's staying home this time because I don't want no foolishness going. If they get up there and start talking about the last revival and start talking about pool, no. I'm going to go, but I'll just be getting up going downstairs. I'll go. Well, then that'll give me more reason to stay down there. Yep, so I'll drink all the tea I want.
Put the TV on.
For real, right?
I tell you, this is James.
Yep.
Yeah. Like you said, that don't make no sense. You don't want to come out for prayer, but you want to come and do a revival.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody gonna be there. The Hayes lady ain't there. The Jamaican lady going back to her country, and who else? And the Lord man, he ain't coming out. Who else gonna be there?
Don't even know whether the Shella people gonna come out.
No, they gonna come home from work, they tired.
Yep. Cause I was surprised to see her and not him Sunday. I was like, where the crazy he went? Well, something happened? Cause both of them was there in the morning, but when we went in the afternoon, he wasn't.
Oh. Yeah. I know it was a football. Was it a football game on Sunday?
Yeah, football game come on all the time. I'm trying to think when it come on. I think it comes on by 8 o'clock or something. Yeah, by 8 o'clock.
Maybe he ain't feeling tournament. Well, I guess that's a go too because of the Lord's name.
Oh, because remember he went on the little thing. Well, the Lord man wasn't in either.
Yeah, that's why he didn't go.
Oh, trying to be.
That's why I tell you, I really believe that comment today was for the Lord's name.
Well, the Lord's man felt some kind of. Wait a minute. Oh, right, I got you, because it was.
He went on with the show.
Right. Mm. That's crazy. Well, I don't know. When she came talking to me, I was not getting into it. I could see because I done learned so. She trying to get to see what I was going to say. I'm not saying nothing. Because that wasn't my event. So don't try to find no consolence in me. Because I was trying to figure out why she was telling me that because I didn't know who she was talking about. She said, yeah, because so-and-so was feeling some kind of way because we didn't invite them. And I was like, who? Evangelist. Yeah, it was Evangelist Lord and somebody else that didn't. I can't remember who else it was.
How she gonna say we didn't invite them?
Mm-hmm.
We got invited ourselves.
Yep. Exactly. No, wait. Let me correct that. I think she said I.
Oh, okay.
I think she did say I. So they gotta. But she said something about we not telling them.
Oh, okay.
Not telling them. And the invite was I, not inviting them. Or we not telling them nothing. He said that he didn't know nothing about it. And that's why I was saying to myself, I don't know why you coming to me about Evangelist Lord. I don't talk to Evangelist Lord. Me and him don't have no convo. If we get anything out, it's a praise the Lord. That's about it. But he be trying to have long out conversations with me. I don't go there with him. I do not go there with him because I don't know. People may feel I'm wrong or whatever, but I'm just not feeling right about that. Exactly. Yep. Yep. I know when they had welcomed him, and Pastor Glover was doing that talking about, well, now we about to, I can't remember how she said it, but when she started talking about welcoming somebody into the church to be a member, he almost was a member, whatever. I stood up. I started getting my stuff together. And then she started saying, and we don't want nobody to be jealous if they start doing. I said, it's time to go. So I gathered up my stuff. Now I'm going to walk out to go downstairs. And then she said something about transfer. I said, transfer? I said, I know it's time for me to go. So then I went downstairs. I was downstairs at my table, and he came over to me. And he said, oh, I was looking for you. You wasn't upstairs. So I'm just looking at him. I ain't saying nothing. I just looked at him. Yeah, that's how quiet I was. And then he said, yeah, because, yeah, they gave me the right hand of fellowship. I said, oh, really? No, I didn't even sound, let me correct that. I didn't sound excited. I just said, oh, really? He said, yeah. He said, now, he said, I was looking for you to be up there to welcome me. I said, hmm. Then he said, now he's still trying now, because I'm sure he already got the message that I ain't feeling you. I ain't got you right now. He come back, then he said, well, now I am official a member. I said, well, all right. I said, you do you. He said, that's like in the Bible. Why do people always want to throw the Bible in there? That's like in the Bible with Abraham, where God told Abraham to leave the house or the country or whatever. I said, mm. See, I really didn't know the story to the fullest, so I didn't comment. I said to myself, I said, I got to go read up on that and see how it's related to what he did. Because I don't think that's any relation. So I said, well, all right, you do you. You do you. And I went on doing what I was on my computer or whatever. I dismissed him. And then he turned around and he walked. And that, all after that, every time he turned around, he get up to testify. He want to be looking at my face. He get up to sing his songs. He want to be looking at my face. I just look down. Sometimes I just have my eyes closed and I just be moving. Just singing to myself, thank you, Lord. Get downstairs. I praise the Lord to him from a distance. Praise the Lord. If I'm going downstairs and he look at me, I say, praise the Lord. That's it. And so I guess people was noticing because you start hearing it. People got to get in Bible study. People don't want to be speaking to nobody. Y'all feel whatever y'all want to feel, but I ain't condoning. So it bothered me so much that I went to Bishop. He was in his office. I went knocked on the door, and I said, Bishop, I said, what is this about, the man is, being a part of the church? He said, huh? I said, what's this about the man being a part of the church? A member. He said, oh, yes, yes. He said, yeah. He said, now he putting it all on the man now. He said that he wanted to come over here. He done put in his resignation at Trinity. I said, resignation? I said, what is this, a job? So then he gave that look. You know, Bishop gives a look when he really don't know the answer. He gave that look like, He said, but listen. He said, the man, I talked to the man. He said, and I went to Pastor Junior. He didn't say when. We. See, I was paying attention because I wanted to know whether Pastor Glover was behind this as well. He said, I went to Pastor Junior and Pastor Howard. I went to her and I told her to talk to the man. So I'm listening. I'm waiting to hear what else went down. Yeah, I went and told her to talk to the man. So now I'm saying to myself, why is you telling her to talk to the man? Talk to the man about what? You leaving out something. No, here was the thing. He said, this is the reason why he took him in. Because he said, even though he didn't say that, but this is what the Spirit was telling me. He said that Pastor Junior refused to talk to him, and that was wrong. I said, so that don't give you the right to do that? So he was like, well, she should have talked to him. I said, but that don't give y'all the right to do what y'all did. I said, because y'all don't have nothing to do with that. I said, because you don't know what happened. I said, did she tell you why? He said, no. I said, well then. I said, you don't have, you don't got nothing. Y'all don't got nothing to do with it. That's not right. I said, and I looked at him. I said, and you better be careful. I said, because when God starts slapping and whipping people, I said, you better be careful that you don't be caught up in it. I said, because y'all ain't got nothing to do with that man. I said, that's just like a woman. That's just like a woman taking a man from another woman. No, another woman taking a man from the woman. Something like that. I said because if Pastor Howard didn't want to speak to him, that's Pastor Howard. I mean, say nothing to him. That's Pastor Howard's choice. I said it's not your choice. There you go. There you go. And I ain't see no condemnation. Every time you turn around, Pastor Howard throwing that out. People want to be leaving, and people want to be going here and going there. But that's all right, baby. That's all right. Oh, yes. She even said it to... She even said it when we was there, Sunday. She said, yeah. She said, huh?
On Sunday,
yeah. Sunday at Trinity. When we went to Trinity, right? It was Sunday, right? Yeah. She had said it's Sunday. She was like, every now and then she'll throw out a sentence with it. Like, I know people want to be leaving, or people don't like what you say. She said, but how she said that? I think she said something about, I'm not compromising, I'm not giving in, I'm standing up for what God want me to do and stuff like that. I said, yep. So now, just like you said, if it wasn't what God wanted, and not to say that people override what God say, but I really don't think that, because eventually guilt has a way of playing itself out. Eventually, if she was guilty or wrong for what she did, something would have transpired by now. And he wouldn't be running from the church.
He would have had no peace. Everything would have been falling down around.
Exactly.
I mean, it wouldn't have got that bad where she would have known where her wrong was.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you just that stubborn like you look. You look like you're stubborn on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You look like you're stubborn on me.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. You were stubborn on me in the Lord. When the Lord told you something, you was going to do what you want to do now.
Well, see, if that was the case, sis, it would have...
I don't think that's the case either. Now that I have gotten his aura
Yeah.
and have gotten been around his character consistently, I don't think it was her,
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah. I think she saw just what we seen.
That's right.
And we don't even know the man. Yep. It was the same here. I used to chat with him in Trinity and whatever, but now that he here, I see what type of man he is, and now I see what type of husband he was. So now your money is not good enough no more. But when you was in there underneath the roof of them, and they had you living with them, and you was paying the bills or whatever, and whatever the reason is, I don't know the reason. It had something to do with Section 8 or whatever. Something had to transpire with Section 8 from Jump Street. So that means if they wasn't doing what they were supposed to do, God showed them up. So now if they got showed up where they had to get rid of you, now either you had to go down and get it right, which means you got to go down with your wife and let them know, let Section 8 know that you and your wife are together, not wife and sisters.
I think he left, and I think he still came back in there as a legal tenant. That's why he got so much money in burn.
That's what I'm saying. I agree with you.
That's why the kids is acting a certain way, because their income is on the books, so they got to put up, they part because they, the house, such they can go in there and sue them for their money. So they got to put up their part of the money, but you can put in trips and drives. So their money ain't up there.
See, and you know what, sis? This is where the salvation is messing up, even on their part.
That's right.
Because if they legally married, then they supposed to be legally together. So now, how you been married all these years? Because I ain't never seen them separated until now, per se. So how you been married all these many years and your husband wasn't nowhere on your budget?
He was on the budget. And I tell you, he was on the budget, and that's when he had to move out and got the room.
No. He couldn't have been on Section 8 budget.
Well, they said he was. I'm saying what he was saying that he was on.
He lying.
So I don't think he couldn't have been on a Section 8.
Exactly.
He used to come to the church and say that the inspectors, Section 8 inspectors is coming today, and he had to be outside all day.
There you go.
So now that you say that all that is bogus, that he had to go rent a room, to come off the lease, he was never on the lease.
There you go. That's right. That's right.
They wanted you out the apartment.
That what happened was that they probably wanted to put him on the lease, and he refused to get on the lease because he knew he was getting some money, and he didn't want to be a part of on that lease. He wanted to stay where he can get,
huh? No, he was working then. He was working back then. He wasn't sickly then.
No, this is what I'm saying. They probably wanted to put him on the lease, and he did not want to get on the lease because. He was, now that when they kicked him out, he was working?
Right, that's when he had the car. I didn't know when he had the car. He wasn't living with the wife when he had the car.
Okay.
He wasn't living. Now that you say that, he didn't want to put his money on the
there you go.
He had to kick up the money. If the kids come in with their dribbles and drabs, he still had to give up his bulk of his money.
Yep. And he ain't want to do that. So I think them sisters told him, well, if you don't want to do that, then you got to go get you a room.
Yeah.
So now you want to go flaunting your money over at House of Prayer. When you supposed to be over there taking care of your family.
Yeah, because sure enough, when he got his money, he sure bounced out of there. He sure did.
Lord have mercy.
As long as he got his money, he sure got up out of there.
And it's sad that House of Prayer went, grabbed him up, got him whatever. Because I don't even see, I even think that went dead now. He must be either running out of money or ran out of money or ain't giving up no money.
But Bishop preached level Sunday. He was like, yeah, you did a little bit of money and you ran, you don't want to come back to church. So you got a little bit of money. I could have fell on the floor when he said that. I know he ain't talking about me, because I ain't got no money.
Yeah, you got to be talking about him, because we stopped seeing him.
Yeah, and he ain't come back the next Sunday either.
Nope, he don't come through the week no more. We don't see him. He don't come to Bible study, because he used to be the Bible study faithfully, like before. See what happened? See, this is why I say people come and feed off a House of Prayer, and House of Prayer is so vulnerable that you accept all their foolishness, and then when they get what they want, then they go on about their business. Now, before that man became a member, you couldn't get rid of him. Every time you turn around, he was in Bible study, he was there Tuesday, he was there Friday, Thursday, whatever.
Don't forget that.
Right. Give him some key. Gave him keys. Kicked out us. We can't even stay in the church now. Unless they there. Unless them and him and the teller man there. Oh, yes, sis. No, nobody can be in that church. Well, I ain't going to say nobody. I can only speak about me and Cheryl. I mean, me. Why I keep calling Cheryl names? She must be talking about me. Me and Michelle.
Well, don't you still got keys?
Oh, yes, I got keys, but that don't give me the privilege to go walk up in the church. We don't want nobody in here or nothing like that. All of that's dead. Because Michelle tried to get me to come, telling Pastor Glover that she wanted to have a certain time of rehearsal, and Pastor Glover wanted to know, well, who gonna be in the church? We said, well, Sister Jordan got the key. You better go to the teller man, or you better go to the Lord's man. Why she got to go to the Lord's man when I got a key? So that explained to me. Michelle didn't get it, but I got it. But she kept saying, well, Sister Jordan, why you can't be in there? I said, well, did you ask Pastor Glover? She said, no. I said, well, then you can't ask me because I can't answer that. You got to ask her that. I said, but I already know what the deal was because she had already got into some little heated thing with me and the key before. And she was like, well, I'm about to take all the keys away from her. I said, well, you can have my key. Don't make me no difference. Take the key. I said, but I'm not going to allow you to treat me like I'm not like I ain't, how did I say it? I said, I'm not going to let you think it's okay for you to treat me like I'm not responsible. I say, what do I want in this church? I ain't got nothing in this church. I mean, there's nothing in this church that I want that ain't been here already. So what do I want with it? You making it seem like I want to be thieving. I ain't thieving nothing. I ain't stealing nothing. Well, it's so much stuff, because that's what you saying. So much things being taken, and I'm getting tired of this. I said, well, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I said, but if you want the key, you can have the key. I said, but I'm not going to take the responsibility of you thinking that I'm taking stuff out this church. Well, that's not what that's what it seemed like you're implying. So she never took the keys. Not from me. She never took the keys from me. So that was the end of that conversation. But every now and then I would hear it come up. So when Michelle wanted to do rehearsal, it came back up again. So then she said to Michelle, well, you go to, I gave Elder Laws. Let me get back to Elder Laws. So she went and called Evangelist Laws. And I guess Evangelist Laws said, yeah, no problem. And she went back to Michelle and called Michelle. I texted Michelle and told Michelle, okay, you can have your rehearsal. So it was supposed to be Evangelist Laws there to let her in so that she can do her rehearsal. Evangelist Laws texted Pastor Glover a day before or the day of and said he wouldn't be able to make it. So Pastor Glover texted Michelle, told Michelle that. So now Michelle is mad. So she telling me. So I said, well, what about what's his name, Brother Taylor? She said, oh, I forgot about Brother Taylor. I said, well, Brother Taylor lived right there. That was the problem. Evangelist Laws didn't have a way to get to the church. So he wasn't coming out. So I said, well, what about Brother Taylor? Brother Taylor is a hop, skip, and a jump. Oh, I forgot. So then the deal was that Brother Taylor was supposed to come. But when she went to the church that Saturday, this was a Saturday, when she went to the church that Saturday, I don't even think Brother Taylor was there. Bishop was there. And Bishop was getting ready to lock the doors up. Lord have mercy. And Michelle was like, no, I'm going in. He said, oh, you going in? Yeah, so that's how Michelle got in. Because I think Brother Taylor came like maybe 20 minutes or to an hour later. So Michelle had said, I'm glad Bishop was there because I would have been standing outside waiting for that man. So Bishop was the one that let her in. But that was the deal talking about the key. Nobody can be in the church unless it's, I'm presuming that maybe Evangelist Laws ain't there no more. Maybe they took the key back from him or whatever because he don't seem that in the church like he used to. So I don't know whether he still got the key. I don't even know whether Brother Taylor still got a key. Because I don't see them locking up no door when it's time to leave. I see Pastor Glover and Missionary Smallwood down there putting keys in doors. So I don't see them staying around. They got keys. They supposed to be the one to lock up the doors. That's what Minister Marcus was talking about that Sunday when everybody left us there. And Minister Marcus came back over and said, where? Say, you got 2 extra men in your church now. Where they at? They supposed to be here helping you. You're not supposed to do that. And Pastor Glover just overlooked that. She didn't even say, well, yeah, you right. Nobody ain't say nothing. I was the only thing I said, well, you better go ahead. He said, yeah. He said, I'm going to have to talk to them. He said, that's not right. They supposed to be here locking doors. So, yeah, they locking it all right. As soon as you say amen, they going.
Yeah, he said, the men on the sidewalk see a man there, yeah. There's something going on. There's truly something going on that the Lord's man is feeding to the Taylor man.
Sure is. And the Taylor man, you could tell too that something be fed to him because his little actions is changing, his attitudes is changing, and his testimony is changing.
His wife be up there doing all that yelling and screaming, and he just be sitting there.
You notice that, y'all? You notice that? That's right. That's right. Now she's the power one. Before it was him with all the power.
Yep.
And she was sitting down. She got all the power, and he's sitting down with none.
Yep.
I said, look at these two. I don't even know what you call them, entertainers. Look at these two people.
That Sunday, that you was playing the drums.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when they were singing, on my side was me and Michelle. We singing, trying to keep the service going, lift up the service. That whole side ain't saying nothing. Soon as Lord get up and sing a song, all of them want to start singing with him. I looked over like, oh, y'all are over there? They all started singing. I'm looking like, really, I ain't even sing with them. I'm like, stop playing.
Mm-hmm.
For a minute, because that whole section wasn't saying nothing. Hayes, none of those Tail Lady, they wasn't singing at all. As soon as Lord started singing the song, everybody wanted to start singing. I'm like, stop playing, y'all. Stop playing.
Yeah, because she came to me and Hayes Lady said, no, first it was the Rose Lady. That's her name, right, Rose?
Mm-hmm.
First it was her. She said, girl, you really play them drums so good. Lord Jesus, you so good. I said, thank you. So the Hayes Lady said, yeah, you got up. She said, next you know, I turned around and you had done got up and you was praising the Lord. She said, that's how you do it. She said, oh my goodness, I didn't even know you, huh?
You wasn't praising the Lord. You got up shouting with the drum in your hand like you was still beating the drum. I meant to tell you that.
Really?
I don't know what I tell that. Then you jumped up off them drums and did one stick in each hand, and you was going on shouting like you was still beating the drum. Yes, you was.
Really? Wow.
I meant to tell you that.
Wow.
I said, well, look at this praising the Lord still beating the drum. She ain't even on the drum.
Wow.
Yes, it was. I don't know when the sticks got put down. Somebody might have took them from me.
Yeah, me neither.
Went all around the church shouting.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Well, yes, that's why I say the instrument don't hold you down. That's why I say whatever the Lord, if it's in you, it gotta come out.
So I'm still waiting for something to come out of Pastor.
I don't know, sis. I'm praying. I'm praying for her. You betcha. For this week, I'm really praying. I had my prayer today. I was praying.
I've never seen nothing come out of her in all these years.
So you wasn't there when she was shouting? And she used to shout every Sunday?
Never saw her shout. Never.
Oh, yeah. She used to shout. Let me see. She used to shout where she swung her arms back and forth. You know it was the Spirit. The Spirit was working on her. You knew it was God. She would shout, and it would just come. That's how you know because she would get up, and she would get in the service. Every time the song would go, sis, I don't care if you singing, I love Jesus, she was up. It didn't have to be, see now she gets up if it's a song she never heard, or somebody else is singing it or something, then she'll get up and get in the service. But them old time songs that you sing, she ain't budging. She's sleeping. But not back in the days. That the Spirit used to work on that pulpit. Used to work. That's why I say, when you move up in the Lord, your shout gonna change. Your tongue gonna change. Your praise gonna change. You still got the Holy Ghost, but see, there's levels of the Holy Ghost. So you ain't gonna keep speaking the same way that you spoke when you received it. Because if you stay in connection with God, God gonna edify that tongue. And that tongue gonna start moving and start coming out on a Friday night. If you at home on a Thursday night. That's why I try to emphasize to people, don't think when I come to church, they probably think I'll be showing off or what. No, I ask my family, they'll tell you. Ask my husband. Oh yeah, I hear her in there. She just be singing. So my grandson will open up the door and hear me singing. And he'll, all right, let me go. Because I don't like no distraction unless you come in. Yesterday I was in here singing and my little grandbaby, the girl, she came in here. And she was just shouting all over the floor. I said, well, you better praise him. She went all of, sis, now that I'm thinking about it, I said, now I'm seeing the Lord was really on. That girl was going all over She went all the way to the other side of the bed, all the way over, just a shouting, just a shouting, just a jumping, turning around, and came back around, came over there to where I was, and I'm just a clapping, and I'm just a singing, and she just a singing, I said, Lord have mercy.
She's gonna be the singer. She'll sing. Oh Lord, she be singing.
Yes, she do.
Moving them lips.
Yes, she do. I see that too. I said, look at you singing, and look at you praising. I was just so fascinated.
Yeah,
I said, look at you praising the Lord. And she was just turning around. Because I kept hearing something, just a bumping. I'm like, because I was into the song. I said, what is that? And I looked, that's her. She over there. I got my robe and some dresses hanging up. She had done turned herself over in the robe. She just going, just turning.
Wow.
See, and then now mind you, how I got my bed, I got a real big bed. I got like a king size bed. So I got like a foot, like the iron part at the foot and the top. So now she got to go. There's a little space between there to take you to the other side of the bed. That child went right in that little space. Just a sound. Went all over to the other side. She stopped over there. She just turning around. And she came back over to where I was. That's when I started paying attention really, because I kept feeling something hitting up against the bed. And I looked, she looking at me. I said, well, you better go ahead and praise him, girl. You better praise him. And she had a little hand, and that really fascinated me. I said, look at this. The Bible said that everything that has breath.
And she knew it was friend's house. She had to be in church.
That's right. That's why when she get in church, you see her. When she get in church and a song go and I'm not really paying attention, but I think sometimes when I stand up, she get up, and next thing you know, I see her because I be feeling her bumping onto me while I be standing up, and that's just what she do at home. She's a praiser right here at home, just a singer. I'm trying to think of the song that I was singing. There was one song because I watch YouTube, so I have a playlist of all my Christian songs, and there was one song that was going that I was feeling that song, and she was feeling it right along with me. I said, you better go ahead, girl. That's why I say it was, that's just what I do. That's how I was raised. My grandmother did the same thing. Sometimes I'd be in the living room because she had a 1-bedroom. So I'd be in the living room and I'd be in the living room and she'd be in her room. And next thing you know, I hear her just singing. Sometimes I got to go out there and I got to pee. And my grandmother be going in the spirit. And I join right in. Because that's what I was taught. You see us praising the Lord, y'all praise the Lord too. Because that's how you get touched too. So she'll be in that room just a singing, and I'll be in the living room because I don't want to interrupt her spirit, because I'm not saved. So I'll just stay in the room and I'll sing along with her from the room. But child, I'll be feeling it too. I'll be in that living room just crying, and she be just shouting. That's why when Bishop said, oh, Mother Wilson wasn't shouting, she'll sit there. I said, do not tell me what my grandmother was doing. You cannot tell me my grandmother at 89 years of age was not shouting. No, she wasn't. You can't tell me. No. Let's correct that. You can't tell me. He got real upset with me, but I didn't care because I was upset with him. You cannot tell me that she wasn't down. The reason why she ain't come to church, and if she came to church and sat down, that's because the way you was driving, you done hurt the lady so much that all she could do is sit down. So when the spirit got in her body, that's how I knew that the Lord was working in her, because I know she was in pain. So she would get up from that same chair. And I think somebody said that Mother Wilson was sitting right over there in that chair. Get up from that chair and shout from that chair to that first bench of the choir. Because nobody was sitting in the front. I don't think Mother Anderson was sitting there. I can't remember where Mother Anderson was sitting there. But I don't think that front row stayed empty. And she would shout from there, back. And when she finished shouting, she'd sit right down. And that was it. The Lord was finished working with her, and that was the end of that. And sometimes she'd sit down and the spirit would get a hold of her, and she'll start speaking in tongues. That's why I say all that foolishness, people singing solos and all that when the spirit's speaking. No. Spirit get to speaking, you're supposed to shut up. Because you don't know whether the Lord's speaking to you. So you got to be quiet and let the Lord speak out. And sometimes he does little gestures with the person. You know what I'm saying? Point them to the altar or point them to the door. You never know. Some people got pointed to the door and they left. And Bishop Mingo would say, well, they didn't stay because they wasn't a part of us. But the Lord done warned us because the Spirit done spoke and point to the door. So we ain't know nobody was leaving, but God knew he about to send somebody out, and they went on out to church. Oh yes, sis. I wish I knew you then. You would have saw some services and saw the Lord really working up in that church. See, nobody really know about it but me and Bishop and Mother Giles and Mother Anderson and Pastor Glover. But see, since nobody know but us, they don't want to back me up.
Nobody gonna tell it but you.
Huh?
Ain't nobody gonna tell it but you.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you. That's why since nobody know it, that's why nobody don't want to back me up. That's why everybody want to push me and keep me sitting down. Because they know I know how I go. I know how you supposed to have service. I know the songs you supposed to sing. I know how you supposed to play the drum. Why? Because the Lord anointed me to play the drum. No, because I don't play like everybody else play. I ain't no drummer, but that's how I play with the Holy Ghost for the Spirit of God to come in, not to impress. That's not what the drums is for, to impress nobody. No, that's why Bishop Mingo wouldn't let nobody play the drum unless you say, because you ain't getting up on the drum putting no beats up on there. Next thing you know, you got the world up in there, and that's just exactly what has done happened. So nobody ain't gonna back me up when I get to be saying, oh no, y'all ain't having no no fashion show up in here. Y'all ain't having no portrait slam up in here. No, ain't nobody. They ain't gonna involve me in nothing because they know I'm gonna go against it if it's wrong. That's why I got my tail up out of there when Fred Hammond felt like he want to sing "What's Going On" or whatever that song was. Said, no, you're not going to tempt my salvation because I agree to come. Now you want to tempt my salvation? No, I'm going. So she came to me to tell me, oh, he started singing it. Well, that's nice. That's real nice. That's real nice. He started singing. She said he started singing some more gospel songs. And he sang, "This Is the Day." I said, oh, he finally sang it, huh? All that time y'all been asking to sing, he sang. I said, well, did he sing No Weapon? Yeah, he sang that. Well, that was a song.
How he sang all those songs and they was right behind us in the train station?
That's exactly what she said. She said, oh, he started singing.
We went from McDonald's to the train station.
Huh?
I said, we only went from McDonald's to the train station. They was right there on the platform with us.
Yep, sure enough, sis.
He sang like 3-4 songs in that time.
I said, oh, really? Yeah. Well, she was really trying to tell me that you didn't have to leave because he sang some more gospel. Well, he wasn't singing them while I was there. So I wasn't trying to be caught up. I mean, that was me. That just me. And I had told Michelle, I said, in my spirit, that's why I had to leave. Because in my spirit, the Spirit was working with me. Because I kept saying, I said, is this a theater or is this a bar and grill? Because I passed that thing a lot of times going to Olive Garden with Tandra. So I said, I said, now I know who, what's the name of the place again? What was the name of the place?
B.B. King.
Okay, yeah. I said, now I know who B.B. King is. I said, so I know what type of man he was. All right, what music he played. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I know what kind of man. I said, so let me check this out. So I went online and I brought up the place because I wanted to see if it was a theater. So I brought up the place and they showed me the picture. I saw the picture layout and I saw the bar. I said, oh my goodness. I said, and the seats, just the way it was, where them seats was where you pay all the money at. The seats was in front of the bar. And I said, well, I hope that's not where we're going to be sitting at. I didn't too much see our seats where we were sitting. Because they didn't show too much because it was dark. The pictures was dark. But when we got up in there and that lady took us almost to the end, I said, oh, okay, that's good. At least I'm far away from that bar because I don't want to be a. Now that's just me. It didn't have nothing to do with nobody else. This is what was in my spirit. I said, but I told Michelle I was waiting for the train. I said, well, I'm letting you know if I get in that place and the spirit tell me not to go or to leave, I said, I'm leaving. I said, now you can stay if you want, and I ain't telling you what to do. This is me. What I can't do, you probably can do. Everybody's not the same. And I'm not saying that salvation is different, but God works with everybody differently. I said, so this is my thing. I said, but if I get in there and the spirit tell me to leave, I'm leaving. So he allowed me to get in there. He allowed me to sit down and have some fun or whatever. But when that happened, the first song that came, I said, when you was singing it, I didn't even know what the song was, to be honest. But when you kept saying, sis, this ain't no church song. So I was like, wait a minute, what is it? So I'm listening. I said, well, I don't know that song. I never heard that one. And so I guess the spirit said, well, you don't know that one? I'm about to throw one up that you know. And next thing you know, I said, oh, no. Gotta go. Gotta get out of here. Let's go. I mean, and that just was me. I mean, I'm not saying that y'all had to leave with me.
You doing too much talking.
Huh?
He was boring me because I'm like, you doing too much
yes,
talking.
He was.
That's when the back fingers was supposed to kick in to give you a breath.
Yes, he was talking a whole lot. I was like, this man, what I gathered from that, he didn't have a lot of songs.
Yeah.
He didn't have a lot of songs. Yep. I said, look at this. People paid $100, and when I went and brought up the place, and like when they say you want to buy tickets, I just clicked on it because I wanted to see if the ticket went down. Child, please. The ticket was $159. I said, oh my goodness. So that must be what them people that down there that was almost in his lap must have paid.
But that's the only ones he wanted to talk to.
Yep, you got that right.
And I said, now that's sad. Talking about he coming back. Well, you can come back all you want, but I ain't coming to see you.
For real. I'm not really a fan of his anyway. I'm not too much a fan of any of them gospel people. I'm more them upbeat gospel people. I'm more of the old school. Like they had a Mighty Clouds, or if they had what's the other people? If they had some Shirley Caesar. I would have kicked it out for Yolanda Adams because I like her voice. Maybe I would have kicked it out for Donnie McKirkland because he go kind of back. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think Caesar and McKirkland would have went into the world to start singing. You see what I'm saying? I think they would have entertained us with the Christian music. They would have kept going with the saved music. What y'all want to hear? I mean, that's what I would have did. What y'all want to hear? Everybody pulling out songs, telling them what to sing. He goes singing these crazy songs.
Yeah.
That's what I couldn't get. I said, they telling you what to sing. You ask them, they tell you, and you go sing with. No, I'm not saying that. What the crazy you asked for?
I know that's right.
I said, that wasn't nice.
I said, it sound like he's been back there to that bar already.
Yeah. And he's sending people there. Well, y'all going over there. You ain't feeling no spirit. Go over there and get one of them. Instead of saying, well, you ain't feeling no spirit, we're going to have prayer so that the spirit will come down and touch you. No, you sending them to the bar. I was like, you know what? See, when you get too much in the world, you start acting like the world.
I said, wow, he was talking a whole lot of junk.
He sure was. And I taped it. And, what made it so bad, I ran it back to listen. I don't even know half the stuff he's saying. I said, you know what? This was a waste of my tape. I'm glad it was live and it's not on my phone. I said, this is crazy. I ran it back and I'm trying to hear the song. He was singing something and then he walked over towards us. And when he walked towards us, I'm looking at the video, but I'm leaning into the video. I'm like, what you saying? What song you singing? I said, you know what? No wonder I only got 4 or 5 views.
Yeah, he played out.
Yes.
I guess he was catching us out there. I guess we just found out he was catching, 30 people out there who didn't know. Now we know.
And I guess he did change. he changed his music because I think he saw, because you can't help but see when people get up walking. So I think he saw that first crowd leave that was on the table in front of us. Now, when they left, that was about what? About 4 people?
Yep.
Probably more. So he couldn't help. Huh?
Like not 3 walking back and forth.
Exactly. Exactly. Then we was next. And he said, "Oh my God, let me. That lady walking out, oh my God, I could see the glow on them." Probably saw the glow on us, because we holy. You standing next to a holy person. So you see the glow.
I said, how you going to try to talk holy?
Exactly.
What you talking about, man?
I'm like, wow. That's crazy. I would have did better to go. She could have made a trip to Sight and Sound or something.
So it would have been better than that. Especially if she put the money out.
Yeah, right?
He should have had put, got it a better, put together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what she
She can talk everything she wants to talk. She ain't got to worry about me going nowhere with her no more. Dinner, nowhere.
I hear that, sis.
Yeah. And I think, and I was going to tell you too, I think Elder had a problem because I was telling everybody else about the show, and I didn't tell her nothing.
Well, yeah, you're right. And she probably was feeling some kind of way because she wasn't invited.
And I know Cheryl ain't told her nothing.
No. Mm-mm. And then who knows? They probably know that. They probably know Cheryl messing with the man. Now, I don't want to say she messing with the man, but somebody had to be home with Andrew.
Andrew, that's for sure, sis.
So they probably.
He wasn't calling her nothing, so right then and there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because he'd have been calling her the whole time we was outside on that lawn.
Sure would have.
And inside. So he definitely left him with somebody.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't even think to ask. But somebody must have asked because Brittany kept asking her mother.
And wait a minute, you saw Brittany had the most expensive plate on the menu.
No, I didn't really see what she got. What she got?
She got a big old slab of ribs.
Oh, really? Wow.
And I think she had the piece of steak with it.
Oh, wow.
She had 2 meats, though. I don't know if she got the steak from Desiree or something, but I know she had that big old slab of ribs. So she cut Michelle a nice big piece.
Oh, wow. Child, I missed that. I didn't even see her. I didn't even see what her and Desiree had.
Cheryl had the big hamburger with the big bun.
Yeah, I remember seeing that because she asked for that I want some fries. I was like, no, you barely got some. Yeah, you know what? I was surprised. What's her name wasn't there? Taylor. That's her boo-boo. That's Brittany's.
I was surprised neither one of them.
Yeah, I was like, they probably said, well, I don't like Fred Hammond. Or either that or she didn't have enough tickets.
But when she said something to me because when I called at the train station, and she said something, oh, I'm here waiting for Taylor. I thought she was Taylor Anderson, but I guess it meant the Taylor. But as I thought about it when I was walking down the platform, I'm like, well, who is that great for them? They told me to pick up the train Jackson. I didn't understand that. And after I thought about it, because I was in the train station about 20 minutes waiting for them. I thought I should have went and got on the line. Because I was in the train station for a minute waiting for them.
Word.
Yeah.
And then you know what? I asked Cheryl. I said, is the place made up where you could go inside and wait for somebody? She was like, no. We all got to go in together. That's a lie. Because we could have all stood inside that place, that first part before you go downstairs. And wait. So whoever didn't show, like let's say, like you said, you waited a minute. You could have went on in and just stood there and waited. It's not like we had to be in a line to go in. We only needed to be on that line downstairs so we could get She didn't want to say we got to get good seats. She ain't explain all of that.
Yeah, I don't think she knew what she was doing anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, come on now. You could have all.
Just like it was at the diner, I thought she called the people and had some type of, engagement, let people know I'm coming in here with these many people. The people knew she was coming in with that many people when we popped up.
Oh, wow.
Because when the man came to me, I'm like, you don't know who Cheryl is? Cheryl, you ain't come talk to these people? I thought for sure she came and talked to them people that she was having a big dinner there. I thought for sure she did that.
I, did, I think that was a.
Spend all this money and you ain't even gonna talk to the people in advance?
Yeah, because it wasn't in advance. Everything was done probably that same day. I won't say the same day, but she let y'all know, but she didn't let them know. So when they got there, then they looking like, okay, how many people you got? Oh, we got 50. When she should have done called them up and told them, I'm planning on having such and such at your diner. Can I get these amount of seats?
She go there frequently. So I thought because she goes there frequently, she had a little communication, a relationship with the manager man. Sure did. Me and the tailor lady had more relationship with the man that day than she did. We had to tell the man what the occasion was and who the person it was for. Yes, we did.
Well, Mary, she's not an organizer. She don't know how to organize stuff.
You got that big goofy daughter.
Huh?
She doing that. You got that big daughter.
Yeah, she got the big daughter, but I'm telling you, what's her name is even jealous of Brittany. So there's a lot of things that she ain't gonna allow Brittany to do because if Brittany know more than her, then she gonna go against it. So that's why I say that's just their spirit. That's why I say all these many years they've been saved. That thing should have got out of them. That's that demon that needed to be rebuked. When Bishop told her in her face that she got a demon, they didn't rebuke it. So now, yes, the Lord will save you, right? But he's going to remove that demon before he save you. Now, it's up to you to keep it out. But if you don't, if she don't allow the Holy Ghost to do his job, then the demon going to come back in and dominate her. So that's why those things and those feelings and how she acts, she gets jealous over little things. She feels ways that, all of this is growing up stuff that she grew up with.
Yeah, because I feel when she, after, like I said in the beginning, when, Pastor Glover took over and was putting her in Kathy's spot, she was up on top of the world,
yep.
attentive, doing everything, had everything on point and stuff. But Pastor took that presidency for her. Oh, you should hear Pastor got a double time reminding her now.
But see, the thing, she didn't want to do that because she had told me that. She was like, oh, I got all this I got to do. I don't want to be doing all of that. She had told me that when when I was trying to get her out for the concert rehearsal.
She wanted to do what she wanted to do.
Yeah, she wanted to do the quiet thing.
Yeah, right. And Pastor didn't want you to do the quiet thing. She wanted you to do what she wants you to do.
Yep.
And that's now that you got mandated in doing what Pastor wants you to do, you have stepping and doing it.
Yeah, that is true.
You have no commitment to it.
You're right.
When now when it's the announcements, she's barely she's just getting the information. Like 10 minutes before, and then they got it written down all wrong. If she's not committed to it no more, because this is not what she want to do.
Yep, you right about that. And she'll mess whatever it is that she don't want to do. She'll mess it up.
Yeah, because that's what she do exactly. That's what she does.
She mess it all up. You come and you just like we had the Women's Day, not this Women's Day that passed. Well, last year Women's Day that passed. The Women's Day before that. It was all planned for me, her. It was going to be me, her, and what's her name? Michelle. Yes, it was supposed to be 3 of us leading the service, right? We went over the songs. So Brittany was at rehearsal with us, and she was like, "Yeah, y'all should do it that way. That's real nice. Y'all should do it like that." So then I kept Cheryl in the middle. I said, "You stay in the middle." I said, "We your background." I said, "Even if we sing a song, you back us up because we each was supposed to sing 3 songs apiece, and then we was gonna go with I Love Jesus, something one of them I Love Jesus that we supposed to end with." Child, we done planned it up. They was like, "All right, well, somebody, we need somebody to write up the song." I said, "All right, I got this. I'll write the songs up and put them in the order how we going to do it, right?" Here comes Sunday afternoon now. I go over to her with the list. I don't know what happened. I think we had me and Michelle went out and we ate and came back. I go to her with the list. I said, "Oh, I here go the list of it." She said, "What's this?" But as soon as she said that, how she said it, I knew it was dead. Now, Michelle don't know nothing yet. I didn't go to Michelle yet with the list. But Michelle know I got the list. So, I said, this is the song. No, we're not doing that. I said, "Oh, okay." She said, "We're not doing that." She said, "You and Missionary Macmillan is leading service." So she kicked herself out and she kicked Michelle out. So I still didn't tell Michelle nothing. I didn't say nothing to Michelle. I got downstairs, nothing. No one was said. She don't know nothing. So I said to Cheryl, I said, "Did you tell Michelle yet?" She said, "Tell Michelle what?" I said, "About the change of order of service. Order of leaders." She said, No, I'm going to tell her. So I didn't say nothing. I didn't say anything. But, Michelle in her ears, she heard it, whatever. So then she came over to me and she said, "All right, where's the list at?" I said to her, I said, "Did Cheryl say anything to you?" She said, "No." I said, "Okay." So she went. Now, she didn't go to Cheryl now. See, this is what I say about Michelle. She didn't go to Cheryl now. I said, "Did Cheryl say anything to you?" Not Brittany. She went to Brittany, and Brittany told her that, "Oh, my mother changed that up." And Michelle went in. Now Michelle goes, and she's talking loud now. I know she was hurt. I know she was mad. She went upstairs, I don't know if you remember that, but she really wasn't getting in the service or nothing like that. It was really, really, and then she was upset with Pastor Glover too, because Pastor Glover knew and didn't say nothing. Oh, that was a crazy thing. The service didn't even go right because Macmillan was controlling. I backed off. I didn't stand over by the organ. I stood over by the other side, and I let Macmillan be the leader. I think it was like that, or it could have been vice versa. But either way, I didn't dominate it. I let Macmillan do, and Cheryl was just going, just like nothing happened. She saw, she came and she tried to be slick, saying, somebody done told her before I got a chance to. So I didn't really hear her. I think I was in the kitchen or something. So as I came back, and she said, "Yeah." So I just heard her say somebody told her. So I went, I said, "Oh, so you told Michelle?" She said, "Yeah, somebody told her before I did." I said, "Well, it wasn't me." So then she looked at me. She was like, "Oh." I said, "Yeah." I said to myself, I said, "Yeah, you thought I said something." I said, "I ain't say nothing to her." I said, "It wasn't me, somebody else." So Brittany said, "I told her, Mommy." And so then she just sucked her teeth like at Brittany, like, "Why you said something?" But
Why she gonna tell the girl?
huh?
Oh, she gonna tell her when the service started?
Probably so.
What?
I don't know when she was gonna tell her. 'Cause when I asked her, it was already time to get on up there because everybody had done changed their clothes. So now it was time to do service because that's when I was giving out the little list, and that was upstairs. I told her. So everybody, the people is there. She got her clothes on. I got my clothes on. Michelle got her clothes on. It's time to go up and lead the service. What the Pastor Freeman people is there. We don't know nothing. So that's why I walked over to her and I gave her the list. Because now I'm going to give you the list now. So that way we go over the song. Because she didn't have no rehearsal. Which I didn't hear about it. Because just like I said, me and Michelle went out and ate. So I don't know when she was going to tell her. I don't even know when she was going to tell me. If I hadn't went over to her and said something, I wouldn't even know. until I would have went up there to lead and saw Macmillan come up there. I said, wow, I just shook my head. I said, I tell you, people just love causing trouble. Like, why you just couldn't just tell us? Like, when service was over. That's how you know. Huh?
Called you during the week. It ain't like she just made that.
Right. Exactly. You know, she probably, I wouldn't be put it past her, and she probably didn't make that decision when we was up there going through all them songs. Singing all them songs, singing our little hearts out, and we had a nice little rehearsal. We was feeling the spirit in there. It was feeling nice. The vibe was nice. All of us was together. We had our notes together. Brittany was playing right. She was even applauding, say, y'all sound nice. That's just how y'all should sing the song. We need somebody to write out the song. That's when I said, well, I'll write it. Y'all do it just like that. And Cheryl I should have knew Cheryl. I know Cheryl. But I didn't pay attention to her. She was just shaking her head. See, when she just shake her head and don't say nothing, you can bet your fat man you ain't getting what you asked for. So she was just shaking her head. Yeah, we do sound nice, right? We do sound nice, yeah. And all in her head, she's saying, we do sound nice, but we definitely ain't singing like this, though. I just be laughing at these people like, why you can't be honest? Do y'all not know y'all got to give account for that? Hurting people's feelings. Come on. Stop being fooled by what people say. Your salvation, you wear your feelings on your sleeve. You can't help it in house of prayer. If you ain't got no feelings, you can't make it there. You gotta be feeling some kind of way in order to not pay nobody no mind.
You better.
Lord Jesus, I tell you.
So better, because like you said, you won't make it. You put your feelings on your sleeves.
That's right.
That's Mother Ernestine always says. She wear her feelings on her sleeves. And so especially when they doing something wrong. Oh, I had to learn. I had to live by that till I get over that.
Mm-hmm.
He used to tell me that in the beginning. He used to tell me, oh boy, you wearing your feelings on your sleeves. To me all the time. I was like, wow.
That's saying, I'm gonna be honest with you, that saying doesn't even make sense. Feelings on your sleeve. Okay, what does the sleeve got to do with your feelings? What you do? Roll them up? What is that for? What does that mean? You know, people repeat what they hear other people say. But what does that mean? Feelings? That's why I don't even use that. But because it got to make sense to me for me to even bring it out my mouth.
Your sleeves don't hurt.
Exactly. I mean, with your sleeves, you put them on what? Well, I don't understand. Well, you put them on, you take them off. Is that what they're saying? I don't understand that part. The next time I hear that says, I'm going to ask them. Whoever say it, I'm going to ask them. Excuse me, what does that mean? What does that mean? Feelings on the state?
Too sensitive.
Well, then that's what you say. I'll tell them. Too sensitive. What does that mean, too sensitive?
And what they got to do with sleeves?
Yes. Somebody is too sensitive, then you need to watch out for their feelings. Hello? You just don't. Another thing people say, oh, you got to walk on eggshells. Well, then I advise you to throw the shells away. You ain't got to walk on them.
Yeah.
Foolishness.
Stop breaking the shells.
Huh?
Stop breaking the shells.
Yeah. That's a good one, sis. That's a good one. That is a real good one. That's a good one. Somebody say that, I'll be like, stop breaking them. Next time I hear it, I'll be like, well, stop breaking them. You ain't got to walk on them. That's a good one. Oh, my goodness. That's a good one, sis. Go on, missionary.
I know that's right. Stop breaking the eggshell. Do you want to walk?
Yes, that's right. Because I be baking, and when I crack my eggs, I throw the shells away. So why you walking on them?
I know that's right.
Oh, my goodness.
Somebody asked us was a Bible study. She said, it's not Bible study, it's a week of prayer. I guess the person said, well, we ain't having prayer, so it's still Bible study, but you stupid, sis. You stupid.
That's true though.
Somebody was texting her that, I don't know, it probably was Evangelist Lord. It probably was, because she said, I told this man. Yeah, it probably was Lord. He ain't coming out anyway. And you know, he must got good money, because that man used to come to the pantry, sis, and he like one of them dollies.
Mhm.
He was packing stuff on that, taking it on the bus. He had bought a handy one that you can walk the streets with.
Mm.
And he had stuff tied up on there, and he was getting on the bus with it.
Wow.
He ain't been there for a minute piling up stuff.
Stop giving it to him.
So either the wife told him stop, because I'm like, they had messed up. The wife coming with her sisters getting the same stuff that he going home with.
Mm.
I'm like, come on, this don't make no sense. So he stopped coming to the pantry. I said, sure, he ain't been in the pantry in a minute.
Wow.
He ain't been to the pantry in a minute.
Mm.
Because when he said that time, he said, oh, it was so cold, and I wanted to turn around and go back home, but I gave my word. I gave my word that I was coming out today. I said, yeah, right. That's what you've been doing, coming out, standing at the bus stop, and when Pastor Howard and them leave, you go back in the house.
You crazy.
Yeah, right. I guess he was feeling good, huh? I can lay here in the bed. You got to get up and go to church. Pastor Howard can't say nothing to me. I'm in the bed sick. And the wife, she got to get up and go to church, and he in the bed. We don't go to the same church now. I can't say nothing to me. Who cares? We don't go to the same church no more.
Oh, wow. For real, right? Oh, my goodness.
He's sick, so if he leaves, he get up and start cooking breakfast.
For real, right?
Pancake sausage and bacon. Orange juice. Got the TV going.
For real.
TV going on the internet at the same time.
And then one of the kids come in and say, Granddaddy, I thought you was sick. Don't worry about that.
So he done found pleasure in staying home.
Sure did.
I bet he done bought a big old screen TV.
You know it. You know it. You know it.
He got real comfortable home. Yeah.
Yeah, when he said to me, well, I don't go in my... Because he was saying something about the internet. He was texting me about something about the internet. And I was saying, well, you need to get the password. So he said, oh, I don't go in my kid's room, my son's room, like that. I said, what? I was texting him. I said, what? You don't what? He said, I don't go. No. Then when he saw me face to face, he said, no, I don't go in there. I don't want to hear his mouth or whatever. I said, what? I said, yeah, okay.
The man in his house, that's what.
That's exactly it. I was like, oh, no, that's crazy. Ain't no door shut and locked in my room. My house.
The son saw you caught you doing something stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I know, like, you took the money off the record, now I got to put up all my job money, and you playing games with your money.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, if his money ain't up there, them kids' money is up there. Them kids got to put their money up.
Yep.
If he don't never put no money up, and he ain't going down, kids going down.
Mm-hmm. That's why I say I feel that they was trying to probably put him on that lease, and he refused to be on the lease, and that's where the room came in at. If he actually left.
Because the daughter totally showed him up and disrespected her when she left him at Trinity, and she was driving the car. When she left and didn't take him home. She showed right then and there the atmosphere in the house.
Yes, because you got up and testified stating that she took you somewhere, brought you somewhere, and you thought she brought him to church? Wasn't that the same Sunday?
No, that was a couple of months between that.
Oh, okay. Cause I was like,
He said she rented a car, but she couldn't still have that rented car. She must have leased the car, and she don't know what he's talking about.
yeah, yeah.
Because she saw a park right in front of Bishop, and we all talked. We went across the street, him too. And I thought for sure she was gonna take her father home. She ain't take no father home. No, she did not. She did not take no father home.
Wow.
On the rock. So it didn't. All right, so let me get off this phone. I'll call you tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Good night.
Good night.